What's up, everyone? Hey, it's Denise. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I was running so late today. The time just like passed me by, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my god, I'm a couple minutes away from Raw starting. Where did the time go? But I'm here and I'm ready to watch some Raw with everyone here today. I am not actually technically too ready because I still have to prepare for everything. But I'm excited about today's Raw, though, because of course it's following the Royal Rumble. So I'm expecting for today's show to hopefully be very entertaining since, again, it's following the Royal Rumble. I tend to have higher expectations for shows like this than I do just like your regular everyday old Raw, you know? Okay, 1 second, guys. I got to turn on my VPN because I forgot to do that. So if there's a little glitch in our Wi-Fi for a second, don't worry, I'll be back and everything will be okay. Oh, hey, I'm back. Okay, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I forgot. So when you're supposed to turn your VPN on like before, because if not, it'll like disconnect like your current internet or whatever, because it's like switching locations. So it's like this really weird thing. But we're all good and ready to go. Let me get Netflix queued up. I told you guys I was not ready at all today. There's just a lot going on. So I'm just like all over the place today. But hold on 1 second and then we'll get started. But thank you so much to everybody who's here. We are 2 minutes away from Raw actually kicking off. So funny. I'm like, oh, ouch. Here we go. Let me see. Let me put Raw here. Can't show that. Okay, perfect. All right, got Raw queued up there. Let me add Raw over here now. There's a lot on the back end going on. All right. Nope. What am I doing? What am I doing? What's happening? Nope. That's not the plan. Hold on. Not sure what I'm doing anymore. What is happening? Okay, hold on. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm ready to watch Raw, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone's patience. Okay, now we're good. Now I'm ready. Okay, so first of all, thank you so much to everybody who's here. Sorry that I was not prepared. I'm dropping the ball. But I've just been so behind, guys. You know how it is. Whenever these trips happen for like pay-per-views and stuff, it backs me up on my normal workload because just the traveling and having to do all the additional clips and things that aren't normally on the schedule. They back me up for my regular week of work, and so that's basically why I'm super behind today. But I'm excited to watch the Rumble here today. I mean, sorry, the Rumble. I'm excited to watch Raw after the Rumble today. Like I was saying, I think it's going to be a good one. They got some qualifying matches for the Elimination Chamber because we are headed into the Elimination Chamber. And of course, we are only God, February is a short month, guys, and we are already on the third day in. So literally, Elimination Chamber is about to be coming now any week. We're literally 4 weeks away, and we'll be getting to that. But here we go. Raw has begun.
Then
Up high.
now.
Okay, that should be good. I think you guys should be able to hear that. All right. If you guys can hear all right, please let me know. Yes, Joseph Boza. Literally what I was just saying. 28 days from the Elimination Chamber will be here before we know it. Yeah. And then next thing you know, we're going to be talking about WrestleMania. Like, it's going to go like this, man. So fast.
This is Cleveland,
loud.
an historic city for WWE, home to SummerSlam this past
Okay, I lowered Raw just a little bit because I think that was way too loud. So I think it should be okay now.
Live on Netflix.
If you guys can hear me and Raw in a nice fashion, I think we'll be okay. All right, cool. Everyone's saying audio is good. Nice. All right, here we go. Monday Night Raw time. We're going to get Sami Zayn versus CM Punk today. That to me is a pretty exciting matchup. God, I don't even know, like, this is such a fresh matchup. Like, I'm really excited about Punk and Sami Zayn.
On the women's side of things, to qualify for the
they're in Cleveland today. Oh, I love it. Dominic's wearing an Eddie shirt today. And they got little, what are those? Chicken nugget dinosaurs? What is that? Those look like dinosaurs, but they also look like chicken nuggets. Are they dino nuggets? Does he have dino nugget, dino nugget pillows? What is happening? Okay, Jay Moscow confirms my theory that it is dino nuggets. Okay. Wow, Charlotte looks expensive.
This great state, this
Charlotte looks like she costs money. Like, the clothing she wears is so high end. I love fashion. That may not look like it right now, but I love fashion. And if I had Charlotte Flair money, I would be dressing exactly like Charlotte Flair. The outfit that she wore at the Royal Rumble presser, that cute little black number with the see-through and the little fur at the bottom, I was dying. When she stood up, I was like, oh my God. I wanted to just like run up there and be like, Charlotte, please, can you let me like go into your closet and wear your clothes? Although she's like a million times taller than me, so I'd probably drown in her clothes because I'm so short. But anyways, I am in love with the Top Girl gimmick that she's doing, because you know that's how she kind of like presents herself outside of WWE, not just like within WWE, but outside of WWE. So like to see her like really embrace that, and to see the kind of clothes that she's going to be wearing, that is going to be exciting to see. So she is definitely winning my heart over with the fashion and whatnot. King of Strong Style says we on that 99-cent store budget, but we here exactly. That's exactly how I feel. I'm on that 99-cent store budget right now. So fun. Yeah, Leo Foroy brings up a good point. He says, of course she looks expensive, but Flair doesn't look expensive. It's not a Flair. Yeah, she's just like her dad. Like, there are so many things that she is so similar with her dad. And I mean, obviously it's her parents. So yeah, she would share those similarities. And it's that Flair lifestyle, that, you know, jet riding, all of it, you know, it's something that is just very, very massive. So it's one of those things that I can't wait to see her really do. This Royal Rumble reactions are so funny. I still cannot believe that Jey Uso won, by the way. Still cannot believe it. Although I was very happy for him in the presser, because he is just a really nice guy, and he just comes across as so nice. And even though I wasn't expecting Jey Uso to win, I couldn't help but to be happy for him with the way that he spoke about this opportunity that he's getting. You know, he talked about this being his turn right now. Like, this is his time to be the WWE superstar. And so I'm very happy for him to be able to, you know, obviously have that. All right, we're probably going to get 5 minutes of this right now, so let me use this time to read Super Chat. Okay, let's see who finishes first. Me reading Super Chats or Jey Uso's entrance? Let's see. We got Bryn Hawken here who kicked us off. Thank you so much, Bryn. He says, what are your expectations for Raw tonight? I'm honestly expecting a show that needs to live up to the hype, because we are officially on the road to WrestleMania, guys. You guys know that the second Royal Rumble is over. I know there's stuff that happens in between, but everything now matters 10 times more when it comes to WrestleMania. And right now, we may have a better understanding of what we're going to be seeing at WrestleMania, but we still don't know exactly for sure what's going down. So right now, they need to, like, this is it. Like, WWE is really red hot right now, and they need to keep capitalizing off that. And the only way to do so is by putting on good shows. And so they have no reason not to have a good show today. Like, they got Jey Uso, who just won the Royal Rumble. People are going to be, curious about that. Charlotte Flair, who's returning and just won the Royal Rumble. People are going to be curious about that. Sami Zayn and CM Punk also performing here tonight, having a match against each other. Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. Those are just the 4 things that we know that is happening so far on this Raw. So I feel like they have no reason to like drop the ball, So this should be like a hot show. Sheldon Jackson, he says, fun Royal Rumble fact. That was the second consecutive Royal Rumble in which the non-Royal Rumble numbers were from SmackDown. Raw last had a non-Rumble match in 2023. Non-Rumble win. No, hold on. Let me read that again. That was the second consecutive Royal Rumble in which the non-Rumble numbers were from SmackDown. Oh, and Raw last had a non-Rumble match in 2023. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay. I was a little confused there for a second. I had to read that like 3 times. Okay. I love Sheldon Jackson always bringing in the facts. I'm hoping to do an updated Royal Rumble facts video at some point. I was actually wanting to work on that today, but I ran out of time. So maybe I'll work on it in the day or 2. We got Stephen Martrulli, who says, at this point, do you hold Becky to Raw after WrestleMania? No, absolutely not. I would still bring Becky Lynch out. I'm so surprised that she wasn't at the Royal Rumble. I was definitely expecting her to be at the Rumble. If you saw my predictions video, I thought she would kick off the Rumble. Boy, was I completely wrong on that. And by the time we got to like the last few numbers, I'm like, shit.
Like the climax of a story.
No Becky? And even that number 30, when Nikki came out, like I had a feeling Nikki was going to come out, but I wasn't too sure. One of the things that I didn't mention in my Rumble review, although I don't know if I mentioned it in my Rumble review. So Nikki Bella and I were staying at the same hotel. And I saw her arriving because I was waiting for my lift outside when I saw Nikki Bella arriving. And I wasn't necessarily too surprised because she was announced for WrestleCon. But when I saw how much luggage she had, that for me was kind of like I guess you can say spoiler, where I'm like, Nikki Bella's totally going to be in the Rumble. Given how much luggage I just saw her like with. And so I saw that and I'm like, damn, I wonder if that means Nikki Bella's for sure going to be in the Rumble. And even then, when the number 30 spot hit, I still wasn't expecting it to be Nikki Bella. I thought that it was going to be Becky Lynch. So I was so surprised by that, but I was very happy, obviously, to see Nikki come back. Getting to see Alexa Bliss come back. So thrilled. I hope she's on the show here today. I mean, there's a lot of question marks. Like, I don't know what brand Charlotte's going to be on, or did they even say what brand Alexa's going to be on? I'm not sure. If somebody can point that out, please do. But Stephen Martrulli, yes, I would bring Becky as soon as they can. I wouldn't leave her out. Thank you, Stephen. We also got Sven Big here, who says, as always, thanks for the watch along. You're the best. Thank you so much, Sven, for constantly tuning in and for the support. It really goes a long way. So thank you. I'm like trying to see if I have time to read another one, or if not, I'm going to shut up for Jay's promo. Okay, people are saying that Alexa's on Raw. Okay, good to know because I really wasn't sure. Okay, that's what I wasn't sure about. And Sheldon says, I meant that this was the second consecutive year that non-Rumble matches were from SmackDown. The last non-Rumble Raw was from Raw in 2023 when Bianca defended Alexa to retain the Raw women's title. Yeah, that's what I figured you meant. Thank you, Sheldon, for the double clarification. Oh my gosh, they're still eating. You know, one of the other funny things that I noticed about Jey Uso's presser, by the way, is that after he's done talking, obviously he's going to say yeet, right? Because that's his thing. But like even the people that were asking him questions afterwards, like instead of saying like, oh, thank you, everyone would be like yeet. You know, like afterwards when someone responds to you, you want to say thank you. But the people responded to Jay by saying yeet, which I thought was kind of funny. Like that was the way to thank Jey Uso for answering the question. That's so fun. We got Phil R299 who says the crowd loves him. How do you get so many thumbs down on the YouTube video of him winning? I saw that. I don't know. I think sometimes people are different online and on events. Maybe it was an emotional thumbs down. A thumbs down because people were wanting John Cena. I think people I don't know. I think sometimes people they like chanting yeet, but I think people wanted to see Cena win it because they knew that was the last chance. Like that was the last chance for John Cena to win it. And I think that might have been why that video got so many thumbs down. The Charlotte Flair one, I wasn't surprised. Charlotte Flair gets a lot of hate, a lot of negative hate. I noticed it like instantly. It's crazy because there's certain people where like if I post a video about them, there are certain people that instantly just draw a lot of people to like want to share negative comments or want to thumbs down the video just because that person is in it. But what's crazy is that those videos, even if they don't like the person, will always get a lot of views. So I don't know, guys. I don't have the answers. I think Jay's really emotional right now, by the way. I'm just like reading his facial expressions, and he's really looking like he's soaking in the moment. Yeah, pretty much what I just said, echoing Dylan Johnson's statement as well. Yeah, I wasn't shocked, but I guess I expected some of it. Oh, that's great. Look, he's getting a standing ovation. It's not just a yeet chant, it's a standing ovation. Wow. Oh, shit, that's really nice. That's really nice. To get a standing ovation like that after one of the biggest nights of your career, and you could really see what it means to him.
Thank you guys for that.
You can tell he's really emotional. I feel like he's fighting back tears. And I don't blame him.
To be honest, I don't even know what to say. Man, besides that,
besides yeet.
Let me talk.
He's like, get serious, guys. I got to use more words than yeet.
Look, I came in the game. Okay.
I think he's really, really overwhelmed right now. Which is nice to see someone feel that way.
I came in the game like almost 15 years ago. I tried to make a good living with me and my twin brother to become professional wrestlers. As far as carrying on family legacy, I did that, which was cool. Then I fast forward to, pandemic era. I go with my cousins. Fast forward a little bit, I'm with the Bloodline, which was fire. Did cool chapters in my career. I was so scared, like just not confident in myself to try to do the singles star thing or singles competitor.
Wow.
I didn't have it, bro. I didn't have it. But coming out here tonight, I got it now.
I really love the way that I really buy what he says, like this isn't like here, Jay, here's your script and this is what you have to go say. Like this is literally coming from his heart, like from his real thoughts and feelings to go out there and bring out the fact that, hey, it's hard to become a singles wrestler. On top of that, you're in the shadows of Roman Reigns, guys. imagine being in the shadow of Roman Reigns and trying to get your own spotlight, trying to get over on your own accord. That could be tough.
I worked really hard to get to this spot, man. I worked hard to get to this position.
Oh,
But look, though, I got it, man.
damn, I hope he doesn't cry, because then I'm going to feel really sad if he
every
cries.
single one of you. But
Oh,
from my heart to my family,
please don't
man,
cry.
Thank you, everybody. I'm talking about every single week.
Oh my God, this is so
Every week with me, man.
I'm happy for him, but I'm also like, damn. Like, you don't often see real emotion like that, you know, like real, honest to God, from the heart, not scripted.
Because of you guys,
real
I'm
emotion.
a 2025 Royal Rumble winner.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Oh, I feel so like, damn.
And now, bruh, I'm going into WrestleMania.
I get sad when I see
the
other
main
people cry,
event.
so it's like,
It is just me, Oos.
Oh man, I feel like that's happy tears. Like, holy shit, I made it fucking happy tears. Ah, there's Gunther.
We have company.
Ah, damn.
He's a man that Jey Uso knows very, very well. A mountain that Jey Uso has not been able to conquer
Gunther
in
has
his
to
career
save.
thus far. The World Heavyweight Champion from Monday Night Raw, Gunther. And remember, Pat, what happens when you win the Royal Rumble? You get to choose what champion you'd like to face in the main event at WrestleMania. You have to wonder if Gunther will be the pick of Jey Uso.
I wonder if Gunther's coming out here to tell Jey not to pick him because he might be scared of the E train. I know he's beat Jey a couple times, obviously on some big stages, but what Jey Uso's doing right now,
Jeff's just like, who cut the onions? For reals, right? Oh my God. That was nice. I feel happy for Jey Uso. I think now even seeing him open up made me even a little bit more happy for him. You know? Like, it really did.
You know what, Jey? I would offer my congratulations here.
Does someone have see?
In reality,
I mean, John Cena's
I'm disappointed.
shorts in the front row.
Because quite honestly, this possible matchup, that doesn't appeal to me.
Gunther and Jey could not be more different. They are so polar opposites in every way.
You can't even lace my boots.
Jeez.
Nah, he's not about to bury him again today. Jey, bro, you gotta stand up for yourself.
I am the world heavyweight champion, and I learned box office, and I learned how to make all of them believe that I'm barely holding on to this championship, while in reality, I am always in control. And you know what, Jey? This time, I refuse to do this with you again.
What crazy shit is gonna happen?
You don't,
like
do you even
something
know what it means?
gonna happen. Like,
to
they're gonna
hold
try to
this
switch it up
championship?
somehow, I think.
That shortly before WrestleMania, that means I'm in the process of building a legacy for myself. And quite honestly, beating you at WrestleMania doesn't add anything to my legacy.
Dude, Gunther's so
you need to
mean.
understand my expectations.
I'm not gonna lie though, I do love it.
I mean,
but he's so mean.
Beating Cena, beating Roman, beating CM Punk, that would have added something to my legacy. So, Jey, the situation here is clear. You got everything to gain, and I got everything to lose. So if you choose me, you force me into a position where I have to give myself a little something to gain about all of this. I
Oh,
want you to understand something.
what's
If
Jey gonna
you
have to put on the
choose
line?
me, Jey, every week is going to be hell. With WrestleMania being the most horrible display of violence this business has ever seen.
I believe it. From Gunther, I believe it. He will chop the yeet out of Jey Uso.
I'm going to hurt you, Jey. I'm going to put you down like a diseased dog.
They're doing a really good job of making you want to see Jey Uso get his revenge on Gunther for all the shit Gunther has said to
You got
him.
options, so I advise you consider them.
Damn, he basically said, like, don't go after me, go after Cody.
Hey, hold on.
Wow. Call him out, Jey. Come on. Call him out on that.
You not tired yet? I'm tired. No, Cleveland, I'm tired. Everybody telling me what I can and can't be. I'm just a tag team guy. Not supposed to be in the main event. He's not supposed to win the Royal Rumble. Gunther, look. I'm gonna go to Friday Night SmackDown. I'ma holler at Cody. But Gunther, I'm telling you this, Oos. Whoever I choose, I'm walking into WrestleMania as a 2025 Royal Rumble winner. But I guarantee you, Gunther, I'm walking out of WrestleMania as main event Jey Uso, and it will be as champion. Yeet.
I don't know why this was funny, though. Like, the last little line, they're both like, both of them, they both have this face.
Jey Uso becomes the fourth member.
Oh, man, guys. I almost feel like because we all know Jey Uso is going to go after Gunther's World Heavyweight Championship, I feel like I would have just wanted Jey Uso to flat out say, I'm coming for you, Gunther. After all of the stupid shit that you have said about me, I am going to prove you wrong, and I'm going to take that title away from you. I don't need to go to SmackDown. I don't need to talk to Cody. I need to talk to you. So personally, I think he should have just came out flat out, told Gunther, I'm coming after you for this title. I feel like that's what everyone knows is going to happen. Like, we know he's not going to end up facing Cody. And if he does, that would be another shocker. So maybe at this point, because I'm failing across the board on predictions here, maybe it could happen, but it just feels like you could easily like cut through all the BS and just flat out say, you don't talk to me like that. You have been constantly doubting me over and over again. I'm going to prove you wrong. So yeah, it could be a thing that we end up seeing, but we'll see. I do agree with this Ray's piece who says it makes him want to see the rematch. Same for me. Same for me. I really do. I had even said it like a bunch of times. At first, I was like, why is Jey Uso winning again? He's already had all of these World Heavyweight Championship shots, which I still agree with that statement because he has had a bunch of shots for the title. But
I will win
because of the way Gunther has been talking to him, the way he has displayed this emotional, like realness to him, it's made me want to see Jey Uso legit get his opportunity. Like he's winning me over in a different way, not just in the, oh, hey, I like to chant yeet. Because to me, that's kind of how it felt in the beginning, that Jey Uso, it was more so about the yeet and the chants that people were like rooting for him versus like, oh, for other reasons, you know? So, yeah, they have to, they're doing a good job so far of making you want to root for Jey Uso in a different kind of way, not just because you like to chant yeet with him.
Coming up.
All right, let's see.
Here on Netflix,
boom, Penta versus. Oh, they didn't say. They just said Penta up next, but they didn't say who. I do feel bad for him though. Oh, it's gonna be Ludwig Kaiser. Okay, so this is good. This is good because, okay, remember a couple weeks ago, Ludwig Kaiser had called out Penta, everybody, on one of those little commercial breaks. And then Santi and I were here talking about that on the post show. We were like, do these like little breaks even matter? Because am I not on Canada? Hold on, guys. I don't think I'm in Canada, but I'm getting a break. What? Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, never mind. Okay, I was about to say, what the hell? I'm watching the Canadian version. Where's my bonus content? So, okay, they changed some things. So before, they would just give you the content, but they wouldn't tell you if they were on commercial or not. You just had to figure that stuff out on your own. Now, there's a little clock at the top right corner that says back in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Oh, I love this. They do this little clock on HBO Max for like the AEW when I'm watching Dynamite. Oh, I love the little clock because I like knowing when the commercial's up and when we're back to the actual stuff. So yay for the little clock. Shots, guys. The biggest baby face turn is the biggest baby face right now to me is the little clock. Shout out to the little clock. Anyways, Fudge, I was saying something and now I don't remember. Let me hold on. What was I talking about? Fudge, I was talking about something. What was it? Hold on. Damn it, I completely forgot. I was in the middle of making some sort of statement and now I just completely forgot what I was talking about. All because of the stupid little clock. Great, the clock turned heel. Fastest heel turn. All right, let me exit here. What was I talking about? No, Zeno Hour. I hadn't been getting that clock. I had not been getting that clock. Oh, thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you. Oh, thank God. All right. So that's what okay, so me and Santi were talking about whether or not these little bonus videos even matter, like the ones that we're seeing, or they're just doing them for shits and giggles. Now we know that they do matter because they're following up on Ludwig's comments for Penta, and that was kind of a teaser. Ended up being a teaser for what we would end up seeing. So now we know that they do matter. That's what I was saying. Thank you so much, Tracy. You just literally saved me because I had completely forgotten what I was speaking about. Let me.
You love him, right? Yeah. Our new masked favorite clown. Of course you like him because he is a peasant just like you people.
Oh, God, I do feel like
he's coming in here. The entire world is reporting about his debut. This man comes here, first 3 weeks, gets a fancy entrance. Gets all the great things.
It's like, man, he gets a fancy entrance.
What about Ludwig Kaiser?
Ludwig Kaiser. All right, we're back on Raw officially, but let me catch up here on the super chats. By the way, we got Mikaru who says, "Hey Denise, hope you had fun at the Royal Rumble Saturday and happy Monday. And I'm curious to see what's going to happen tonight leading to WrestleMania." Thank you so much, Mikaru. I had a really nice trip in Royal Rumble in Indiana. There were some things that haven't even spoken about actually. I was crossing the street and I almost got hit by a freaking car. That happened to me in Indianapolis.
Pulled a pretty good car on the countdown show. We're going to talk about that.
That was probably one of the scariest moments of my life. And you know, it was really scary because I didn't even tweet about it. It was terrifying. And it was the driver's fault, FYI, just pointing that out there. And thankfully, all is good. I'm here. All is all right. But that's like the first thing that I think about when I think about my Indianapolis trip. That and that it was very, very cold. Those are the two things that I think about. But other than that, I had a really good time. The show was very fun. I got to talk to a lot of people. Yeah, it was a good time. And I'm assuming I'm going to be in Toronto for Elimination Chamber. That's the next trip I'll be at. I haven't booked my trip at all for that, so I don't know exactly when I'm leaving or what I'm doing. But yes, I will be in Toronto though for Elimination Chamber. I'm just really trying to like grow this YouTube channel. So my goal right now is just to go to every event that I possibly can. to get content. Hopefully I get lucky and I get some good shit. And hopefully it takes off and it just continues to grow the channel. So that's kind of like on the mental train that I'm on right now. Like that's what I'm trying to do. So that's why I'm going to all of these shows. But yeah, it was a good time though. It was a good time.
Start things off with the greatest luchador in the world, Rey Mysterio, who entered the Rumble at
We got Terrence Johnson who says, I love Charlotte, but she constantly wins. Yeah, but I feel like this one, it was, I think a lot of people probably expected Charlotte to win at this point, only because, all of those reports came out about her possibly facing Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. I think at that point, everybody kind of put two and two, like, okay, she's probably winning this. All right, but we're back on Raw, and we are watching Ludwig, Kaiser and Penta.
Yeah, first time ever one-on-one between Kaiser and Penta. Penta would knock off Chad Gable in his debut a few weeks back.
And then I'll catch up on the super chats in the next break.
And Kaiser now looking to give Penta his loss here in WWE.
Water Tiger says need the new TK to sponsor Denise's trips.
Ludwig wants everything to Penta. The world talking about her success and all that, but a 6-second performance in the Royal Rumble ain't going to help you with that.
Thank you so much, Isaac Zaladon. I really appreciate your kind comment here.
Usage of momentum.
I felt bad for Penta, by the way, off of that like Royal Rumble mishap that he had with the feet on the mat. I felt bad for him. I was like, damn, no one wants to have a mistake like that, you know? The Rumble, especially his first Rumble. So I felt bad for Penta on that. Got to chat with Penta. That interview's up here on the channel. Obviously, very quick. These press conferences, they have a lot of media there, like a lot. So everyone has very limited time at these events. So I was only given 3 minutes with Penta. So I tried to get whatever I could in 3 minutes. But the 3 minutes were good. A good 3 minutes.
More humiliation for
That's what she said.
Saturday night. And Penta kick right to the midsection again.
Cero miedo in all those full 3 minutes.
Who loves to fly. Springboard. Oh,
nah, he bitch slapped him.
That'll stop Penta.
That was funny. Like Penta's already ready to do all these flashy moves, and Ludwig's just like, nah, I'm gonna stop you with a slap.
Control. He may be closing in on a win off that Death Valley drive.
Tessie Baby says quality over quantity. Better be a great 3 minutes, man. Oh, wow. I said 3 and I put up 2 fingers. Wow. I'm done, guys. This is it. All right. We're back here on a break. But in the meantime, let me read some of these super chats. Brandon Rosen says Jey Uso had better win at WrestleMania 41 because if he took a spot away from someone else, only to lose the title match again, that would suck. Oh, no. I feel like this is one of those
has everything you could want.
Those moments, oh God, I can't even say Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes lost at WrestleMania 39. If Jey Uso, I think, were to lose at WrestleMania, it wouldn't be the way. I don't think the reaction would be the reaction that when Cody lost at WrestleMania, but it would be very close to that because I think people would be like, dude, really? Like what you just said right now, Brandon. Everyone's expecting Jey Uso to win at WrestleMania now. So if he doesn't, people are gonna be like, what the fuck, man? What are we doing? So I do, again, I don't think there would be an uproar like the way when Cody lost at WrestleMania, but I do think that Jey Uso losing at WrestleMania would definitely have people going, come on now. You had him win the Rumble. You had him do even though he had already had all these matches and then not even have him win. What was the point of that? So I do think that would be the reaction for people. But again, a lot can happen from like now until WrestleMania. So now, Jey Uso is gonna have to. Jey Uso's gonna like the work. I hate to say it, has just begun, guys. It's just begun for Jey Uso. Like on top of everything he's done, now he's got to keep people interested in him. Like people constantly talk about this in pro wrestling about how it's so hard to be a babyface because you got to keep people interested and liking you, and that is a tough gig, man. Look at Cody Rhodes. Even he's somebody who struggled with it. Where, in WWE he was, really loved, and then he was, you know, hated by part of the people, and it was like even Cody Rhodes can't keep people constantly eating out of the palm of his hand as a babyface. It's a very tough thing to do. So Jey Uso is gonna have to, you know, live up to that. And then afterwards, when he does win the title, he's gonna have to keep living up to it. He's gonna have to keep trying to win people over as a babyface constantly, because it is hard work, man, to be a babyface. Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat. We got Corey MacArthur. He says, yeet, yeet. Welcome back, Denise. Glad we'll be yeeting all the way to Mania. Welcome back, our fearless leader, Denise. Thank you so much, Corey. One of my favorite quotes from Jey at the presser was when they asked him, like, are you going to face Gunther or Cody? And he's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to yeet over here or yeet over there. I thought that was pretty funny. Very, very funny, actually. That was probably my favorite part of the presser. Yeet over here or yeet over there. Corey, thank you so much for the love, man. Don, aka Smiley Girl, says, hey, Denise loves Royal Rumble. One of my favorites. Don't forget to make sure you write down your moments, your match of the night. Make it easier for you for end of the year picks. Yes. You know, I've actually been doing really good at keeping track of my notes this year. I think I need to update the last week of January, but now what I do is I do update my little moments tracker. I've been updating that a lot more so that I don't forget at the end of the year a bunch of stuff. So I've actually been doing pretty good at making sure that I write this stuff down now, because I was really upset at myself the last two end of the years. Thank you, Don.
Zero fear for Penta.
All right, let's this Penta Ludwig match. Crazy Coolsy says Denise is a heel, and it's easier to be a heel than a baby face. I will take it. I will take it. I like when he does that. Listen!
And begging for more, and Kaiser now runs right into Penta. And Penta now with a number of chops.
Now he's just getting him with a bunch of
and
chops.
Kaiser feeling the wrath.
Penta and Cleveland just hypnotized Ludwig.
Penta now into the cover, hook of the leg on Kaiser, almost had him.
A little bit of a springboard backbreaker there from Penta on Ludwig. Don't know if he hit it 100% clean, but he certainly reversed fortune here against Ludwig. He needed it. Now he's attacking. Big boot to the head.
Oh, and Kaiser dropped quickly. And Penta, handstand, and then that kick right to the gut. Cover by Penta, looks for another win on Raw, and a kick out by Kaiser.
This is a thing of beauty.
I wonder when Ludwig Kaiser is going to have his star-making performance. Because we know he has a bunch of potential, but he hasn't had that star-making performance just yet. The one where we know that after that match, his whole career is going to change. He hasn't had it just yet. I still think that will happen once he actually feuds with Gunther.
Neither does Kaiser. That knee will slow Penta. Elbow right to the back of the neck.
Both these men are chopping the life out of each other. Who will be able to get a second win here?
Uh-oh. Kaiser sent over the top into the floor by Penta. Look out. In the drop zone. Koban caught Hilo.
Damn, the ramp looks very narrow today.
The WWE fans in Cleveland.
I don't know if it always looks like that, but I just noticed that right now. Looks extra narrow today.
Penta. Crowd rallying behind Penta here.
I love the WrestleMania sign with all the little cards, by the way.
Ludwig looks dazed.
Penta with a cross body. Lateral press. Hooks the leg on Kaiser. Kick out
very, of course, on brand with Las Vegas.
There from Penta. Gets great height on that as he soars in front of the WrestleMania sign. We're back to chopping each other. Signs of life from Ludwig. Just a brutal fight. Cleveland's here for it.
And another kick right to the face of Kaiser.
I like matches like this because it's literally just two guys that look like they're kind of having fun working with each other here.
Kick out at 2 by Penta. Kaiser can't believe it. He thought he had the win.
That looked like a gnarly. Ludwig thinks this is his time.
It may well be.
What's he thinking here?
Kaiser, standing switch now by Penta. Kaiser to the rope, forcing the break.
Great work from Ludwig. Oh, wait a second.
What happened there?
Penta,
Oh.
He just moved the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He calls this the sacrifice. Oh, goodness.
He snapped his arm.
The elbow separated the shoulder. And Penta now with Kaiser in position for the Penta driver.
That's
and
it.
Penta with another win.
Good day, Ludwig. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Toodaloo, Ludwig Kaiser. That's literally what just happened right now. All right, let me catch up here. Let's see, where am I at? We got Chris Ludek here who says, hey, Denise, I love your hair. Do you think Gunther and Jey close out night 1 of Mania? Also, do you think Roman is a main event or undercard match? Jesus, it's so weird to even think about that. If Gunther and Jey, obviously main event, it's going to be night 1. Night 2.
5 minutes in the Rumble. Up in the ring now is our colleague,
God, I don't even know what they're going to end up doing because I'm still expecting that to be John Cena Cody. So maybe John Cena Cody night 2, which is weird because that leaves Roman Reigns who knows where. I have no idea. That's very weird. I can't imagine Roman Reigns not in the main event. It's weird. I don't know how I feel about it.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Pete Dunne is going back out there for Penta.
That interview just got butchered.
Okay. I actually kind of like that they're doing this too,
you're not supposed to use that word
because they're just keeping things going. Like they're keeping this story going. Oh, never. Oh, Ludwig just attacked Penta from behind.
Another one of these sore losers who lost to Penta and came out here to confront him yet again tonight.
Face.
And Kaiser takes advantage.
Pete Dunne distracts Penta, and Ludwig comes in
and Penta laid out.
Couldn't do it in the match, but he does it after the match. Classic Ludwig Kaiser. Dirtball stuff.
All right. Well, Penta's not making any friends here. He's already making a lot of enemies, and I like it.
He's made a couple formidable enemies since arriving on the scene. So much
hey, I just said that. I should be commentary. All
All
right. Anyways, so yeah, just to kind of answer your question there, Chris, and thank you so much for the nice comment. We got Crew Kid 52 who says, I see that many are upset, but I also see that they have the right to be wrong. Jey has more than earned this. He's shown what he can do since WrestleMania 40. He definitely has. Like I'm telling you, again, he was not somebody that I was expecting to win the Royal Rumble. I think it was just one of those things where you do talk about how star-studded this Rumble was. You know, you're talking about your Romans, your Punks, your Codys, who are your legitimately like top stars in WWE, right? And I think the only reason that people weren't expecting Jey Uso to win is, again, the same reason why I wasn't expecting Jey Uso to win was because he has had those title shots and he has had a few, and that's the only reason why I wasn't expecting that. But again, I think he's gonna maybe hopefully win some of those people over. I hope he does. Thank you, Crew Kid 52.
Not only did you steal my tag team title rematch, you stole my tag team partner, and in the process, you got him hurt, and now he's out injured. So in future,
poor
if you want to call
JD.
the shots when I'm not around,
That was
maybe we need
a
to find you a
nasty
babysitter.
spot there.
Hey, Finn, that's just not true, though. Dominic had to take your place in that match. Otherwise, Adam Pearce is going to give the opportunity to another tag team. And the War Raiders hurt JD, not Dominic. I know that things are looking pretty bad right now, but after tonight, I'll be qualified for the chamber match. And
They still haven't really explained what's really going on with Liv and Dom, by the way.
Thanks to Daddy Dom.
Oh, so Dom does all of this for you and absolutely nothing for me.
No, he's the one that got to your chamber qualifying match.
Oh, he has a qualifying match.
Yeah, that was me. Because we're family.
And on top of that, we're going to listen to you from now on, so relax. But I've got to go get ready for my match for Rio, so I'm going to leave. Bye, Daddy Dom.
I was expecting them to like milk the Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio stuff a lot more following the whole bit where he tried to win Rhea back.
There's a lot of selfish and jealous people.
All right, we got Tiger Claw Gaming, by the way. Thank you so much for becoming a DWO member. We got Crystal Deck here who says, are those belts behind the expensive replica ones? Absolutely not. Those are the Toys R Us ones. Those are not the expensive replica ones. Well, except for this one here. It's not a replica either. But this one was a gift, though, and this one definitely costed a lot more than the actual WWE Championship one here. This one's from like Toys R Us. This one I think is from Pinterest. No, not Pinterest. Etsy. Yeah, Etsy. I think it was a gift, so I'm not entirely too sure. But yeah, no, definitely not the expensive replica ones. I don't think I could ever. If it's not for like a giveaway or something, I can't see myself like spending the money to buy like a really expensive belt. I just can't do it. All right, we're up. We're ready for Charlotte. All right, we got Keith Duran here, by the way, who says, hey, I hope Indianapolis treated you well. I wish I had the chance to meet you at Lucas Oil, but with over 65,000, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Maybe I'll catch you at WrestleMania. Oh, man, I'm so bummed I didn't get to meet you. But, dude, there was a lot of freaking people. So get this. For whatever reason, someone decided to, like, so they decided to, so in the press area where like all the press people are at, usually they have like a bunch of drinks and stuff like that throughout the entire night. And for whatever reason, this time they decided to, close it. I don't know, like if it was like an accident on the workers' part, like the people who handle the food. I don't know what happened, but they ended up closing the drinks area, so there was no drinks. And I was dying of thirst, so I had to go downstairs and get a drink, right? And I went downstairs to the concourse level, and oh my god, the lines were so freaking long. There were so many people there. Like, I don't feel like, I don't know if Lucas Oil just doesn't have enough concession stands or if there was just way too many people. I'm not really too sure, man. But if it's always like that, it's not enjoyable, because there's big stadiums that I've been to where, yeah, obviously it's a massive stadium and there's a bunch of like hundreds of thousands of people, but it's still not as bad to go to concessions and get your food. Like, you can literally go to concessions and get something in like a 10 minute wait, versus these ones. I don't think these ones were 10-15 minute wait lines. Like, these were like 30 to 40 minute waits from what I saw. And so I was able to, I found one random ass little spot that, had no line. So I was able to go, and all I was able to get was a drink. But that was all I wanted. So I was okay with that. And then I found the cotton candy lady. She was walking around with cotton candy, and those people are easier to track down because they're walking around. So thankfully I didn't have to actually, I did wait in a little line for her, but it wasn't as bad as if like you wanted a snack or a food item or something. People that had concessions at, Lucas Oil Stadium, they were waiting for a long time, and the freaking merch lines, oh my god, forget it. Everything was so long. Thank you so much, Keith Duran. We got Kenty here who says, hey Denise, I loved your poor media tour at Royal Rumble. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. I was so excited. I'm like, oh, I'm finally going to do a tour where I can show people what it's like to be at the press box, right? And it ended up being like the worst video ever, because for one, I was super late, guys. And here's the thing, like, because they're pretty much letting in like anyone now, like there's hundreds of people. I'm talking hundreds, and like people bringing their spouses and things. So there's hundreds of people in this media area. And so the media opening started, like the media check-in started at 4:30. And mind you, the show started at 6, right? But people apparently started lining up at 2:30. And I didn't get there until 5:15. I didn't check in until 5:30, so 30 minutes before the show. So by the time I got there, every seat was taken. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I don't think I'm going to have a seat for the Royal Rumble. Like, what am I going to do, right? But then they told me like, oh yeah, if you keep walking, you'll eventually find a seat. So I kept walking, and finally I found a seat. And I found like a empty section that thankfully was there, and the more people, after I posted my video, a bunch more people decided to join, but of course, you know, they kind of had to because there was no other seats for people. And so I got lucky and I found some place to sit. But what do you call it? What else happened? Oh yeah, so then finally I wanted to show everybody like the food and all of that. So not only did you not get to see the food, you had to watch me walk this long hallway, and then the drinks were closed. So it was the worst media tour that I've ever done. I wish I would have done some for previous ones, because previous ones you would get a nice, better look at what it's like. So maybe next time I'll show you guys a better video of what it's like to be there. So yeah. Jay Grouse says SRS was in a box with King and Jesus, according to him. 1000% true. We were high up in the heavens, which we always are. That's where press boxes are. They're always at the top in the heavens. I did not watch the Royal Rumble in the ring. I watched the Royal Rumble on the Tron at the top. And then they put little TVs for us in the actual press box. But you have to turn this way. So, you know. All right, let's see what Charlotte has to say.
So here's the thing. A year and a half ago, you guys booing me would have bothered me. But here's the thing. I missed you guys.
Oh, man. Like, Charlotte's so nice.
It's been a year and 2 months. I missed the guys booing me, and I missed all of you guys that loved me. Last year sucked. Actually, up until last year, I really thought I was unbreakable, but no, last year broke me mentally and physically. And
She's cutting like a very serious promo, and there's like a huge, there seems to be like a mixed reaction.
There was a point last year that I didn't know if my knee was going to get better. I didn't know if I was going to make it to Survivor Series. I didn't know if I was going to make it to Royal Rumble. I didn't even know if I was going to make it to WrestleMania. You guys don't get it. This is what I think about.
Damn, they're still booing her.
I'm going to embrace all these boos because guess what? I still love all of you.
There's some people cheering, but let's see, look, there's people cheering.
You know why I love all
but the boos were just drowning it out, so.
Because whether you're wooing or booing, love to hate me, hate to love me, it doesn't change the fact that I am the greatest.
He doesn't. I feel like they need to.
WWE
I feel like
superstar in the history of this industry. So boo me now.
They are listening.
Wait, is that not what you guys wanted, Cleveland?
Yeah, I feel like she just has to be a heel because the fans just react to her that way. Even when she's being like dead serious.
Every single day to get back here because this ring, this is what I love. This is my passion. This is what I want to be the very best at. So when I was able to walk that aisle again and punch my ticket to WrestleMania, I knew I was coming back for it.
Oh, there's Rhea. Oh my gosh, it could not be more polar opposite reactions. Oh my God, like Rhea is the one everyone loves. Charlotte's the one that everyone boos. Oh my God, and of course all their history at WrestleMania when Charlotte defeated Rhea, took her title, and then eventually when we saw their other WrestleMania match where they fucking killed it, by the way, WrestleMania 39. When Rhea and Charlotte had possibly the best match of the night. It was tough because there were some other really good matches, but Rhea and Charlotte, man, the last time they wrestled at WrestleMania was just, wow. It was just wrestling at its finest. And notice how I specifically said wrestling. I didn't just say women's wrestling. No, wrestling. That's how great Charlotte and Rhea were.
Obviously, these two are familiar with each
that
other
night
in the ring,
together.
Rhea Ripley.
That's why, like, I get sad when everyone like boos Charlotte because I'm like, damn, guys, like, she's good. Like, look at the matches she puts on with people.
And Cleveland appreciates the hell out of it.
But that's why I also keep saying if she does face Tiffany, which I'm assuming she is, she's gotta lose to Tiffany. I don't think Charlotte should defeat Tiffany when she does wrestle her. Oh, this is gonna be fun! Ah. Let's go, girls! Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I was trying to have a moment with Cleveland.
All right, that's Charlotte being sarcastic.
But hello, mommy.
Your moment, yeah. But this is my show. And now we seem to have the possibility to go to war once again. And Charlotte, you know that when you go to war with someone, that's when you earn their respect the most. And I do respect you. So please, please pick me. Because last time we faced off at WrestleMania, I beat you.
And that match stole the show.
No, I mean, I know that's a good point, and I make no excuses, but I think you're forgetting the first time we fought at WrestleMania, I beat you.
So they're going to tell the story of like they're 1-1 at WrestleMania. Who's going to be the one to get that second victory, you know?
It's okay, guys. She's right. You're right. I'll give you that. But I'm not sure if you understand. Back then, I was just a kid.
Oh, now she's mommy. Now she's a woman.
I'm aware, but you see, I just came out here to get things started, and you jumped the gun. You wanted an answer, you wanted to see me, but I've got nothing but time. No. You see, I'm going to go to NXT tomorrow, and I'm going to see if Julia inspires me.
What? She's going to be on NXT
and
tomorrow?
I'm going to go to SmackDown on Friday and see if Tiffany inspires me.
Nice. All right, that's something to look forward to tomorrow.
Because I want to feel inspired. But you know what you did? You came out here, you jumped the gun, you were impatient. So you know what you showed me? Rhea, you're still just a kid.
Oh, no, she did not.
So on that note, I'm going to see you next week.
You saying that I'm just a kid proves that you do not respect me the way that I respect you.
Yes, angry Rhea.
So pick me. Please pick me. So I can beat the respect into you.
Damn, I loved how freaking mad Rhea got. Like, how dare you disrespect me like that? I love that. Damn, we haven't seen that kind of fire from Rhea in a minute, because like even when she was feuding with Liv Morgan, I don't feel like she showed that kind of fire, that kind of anger, that kind of intensity. Yeah, she was mad, of course, but not like that though. Not like that. That was different.
Well, thank you so much. I'm here with Sami Zayn. Sami, tough rumble for you, getting eliminated by your friend Jey Uso. And now tonight, you have a chance to qualify for Elimination Chamber when you take on CM Punk for the first time ever. Hard to believe you two have never gone one-on-one. What's your mindset?
I was wondering about that, actually, if we had seen Sami and Punk already. I'm like, there's no way.
I really thought that might have been my year. I had more momentum than I might have ever had, but I don't have time to think about it. I have a chance to punch a ticket to WrestleMania, to a World Championship match, to get into Elimination Chamber. But first, I have to go through CM Punk. That is the only thing on my mind right now.
Well, listen, the other big question on everyone else's minds is Kevin Owens. Have you had a chance to talk to him following the match that left him?
Jackie, you got to finish this later, right?
Oh.
I got to go talk to someone.
Okay, no worries. Thank you, Sami.
Look, man, I wasn't aiming for you, Moose. All right, sorry for kicking you in the face.
Stop, Moose, stop.
Oh, he just gave him a hug.
I'm so happy.
He's like,
you did it,
that's
man.
a good friend
You
right
did it.
there.
My
Sammy's
God,
such
you
a
did
good
it.
friend.
Nobody thought you could do it, and you did it. Hey, this moment is yours. I know you got a lot on your mind. Whoever you choose, whether it's Gunther, whether it's Cody, it doesn't matter. You did this. You got here. Now go all the way.
Thanks, Moose. Man, hey, good luck tonight with CM Punk as well, my dog.
Love
All
you.
right, love you too.
Love you.
Good
I
luck.
got you. I got you. Now that was very touching.
Oh, not crossed
Everything
again.
from
Oh my gosh.
Watching you live out his dreams. Hey, real quick question. What's it like watching everybody else live out your dreams? You just back here giving out free hugs. What's that like?
Maybe I.
Why do people keep on making it seem like Sami hasn't accomplished anything? Like he's accomplished a whole lot.
If you keep coming up to me like this, we're gonna have a problem. Okay?
Oh, everyone's saying Netflix is
not that
glitching
big
for
of a
them.
problem
I
for you.
saw that. I thought it was
But-
just my stream. So that's why I didn't say anything. I was like, oh, it's just me, so I'm not going to say anything. Oh, man. John Taylor's like, I thought it was my internet glitching. Glad to know it wasn't just me. That's what I thought, too. I thought it was because of my VPN, and I was opening another tab right as that happened. So I'm like, oh, it's probably I'm using too much. All right, we got the New Day, but I need to catch up really quickly on these super chats. We have Bryn Hawken here says, after Charlotte's divorce, do you think she stays on Raw or goes to SmackDown? Well, from the looks of it, I mean, she's gonna be on Raw. I mean, she was just on Raw right now, but she's gonna be on SmackDown on NXT. I don't know. I have a feeling we might sort of see her float around for a bit and maybe see her on both places until she decides. And I'm assuming she's gonna pick Tiffany, so I'm gonna say SmackDown. We got Brandon Rosen, who thank you, by the way, Brandon. Brandon says, glad to hear you're coming to Toronto for Elimination Chamber. Maybe we'll bump into each other. I hope so, man. I would really like to meet you, Brandon. So hopefully I get to see you there at the show. And I got to go buy a nice coat because I don't want to go through what I went through in Indiana. And I'm expecting for it to be cold in Canada in March. Right? It's gonna be cold in Canada in March, so I'm assuming. So I'm gonna go to get myself a nice thick coat because, bro, this week in Indiana, I was like, no way, Jose. I was so cold, man, and I decided to walk back to my hotel like an idiot. And well, I kind of had no choice, to be honest. But it was a 22-minute walk, and the whole time I was just like, I couldn't even think. That's how cold I was. I couldn't even think, and I'm not used to that kind of weather. So, and even people that are from other cold places were like telling me, no, like this is really cold. It just felt like ice wind, icy wind. That's what it was. Rafael Garcia says, I didn't think I'd be a defender of Carlito Caribbean Cool and Big 2025, but dude, what are we doing? And why isn't Charlotte on SmackDown? Well, at least now we know she will be on SmackDown for sure. And then, yeah, they're not doing that much with Carlito, to be honest. Like, there's not that much going on. He's just in the background with this Judgment Day stuff. Thank you, Rafael. All right, let's see what the New Days have to say.
A crime was committed when we were excluded for the Royal Rumble. Matter of fact,
crime was committed.
I've given you more Royal Rumble moments than anybody in the history of this business.
That's true. Kofi Kingston is great in the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber.
Royal Rumble, you think of Kofi Kingston.
And pretty much every single match that he's in, he has some of the coolest spots in those matches.
You're booing.
People who boo the truth are called liars. And matter of fact, you're booing us like we want to be here anyway.
Nah. We can't wait to get the hell out of Cleveland, just like Myles Garrett.
Jeez. Too soon.
Oh, there's a Kane in the audience.
But luckily for you, tonight WWE finally got off their butts and gave us our match against Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, even though Dragon Lee wanted to be home to see the birth of his child.
All right, we're about to be back.
Sundays at A&E are about to be
Oh, okay.
epic.
They're promoting A&E. All right, we got Matt Logan who says it is a very hard rehab for knee injuries. 1,000%, dude. I'm pretty sure she went through hell and back rehabbing that knee for sure. Thank you, Matt. We got John Taylor here who says Charlotte looks exactly like Alundra Blaze. They look very, very similar. Yeah, you're right. They do have very similar looks. I would have to see them like side by side to like nitpick like the facial features, but like from far away, blurring it for sure. Thank you, John. All right, here we go. Let's see what Rhea. She just went through it, so she's pissed. Oh, I love that Rhea shirt. Oh, okay, here we go. Another Rhea EO confrontation. We saw one a few weeks ago.
Maybe I will see you at WrestleMania. Maybe.
Oh, I'm assuming the qualifiers match is next with Liv and EO. Oh wait, she's attacking her. Oh man, is EO gonna get replaced in the matchup today?
Oh, now Raquel Rodriguez.
Or is this how they're going to justify Liv defeating EO in the match with EO not being 100%? Either two of those options may be happening.
All those two has caused problems.
And we're probably going to see Rhea and EO versus Liv and Raquel.
Tonight.
All right, let me see. We got a super chat here from Bryn Hawkins who says, looks like we are getting Sami versus Cross at WrestleMania. I don't think so. I don't think that should be the match. I really don't think so. It won't. I don't think it'll like hit, to be honest, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Here's the man that started the Royal Rumble.
Oh, it's time for the tag team match. Duh. I hate when that happens, when like they show us something and then we go to commercial and then we come back and they show us something else. Because then you're like, oh wait, yeah, that was still going on in the ring. Duh. Let's see what we got here. Someone was asking me. Oh yeah, Melissa. She says, what are you? No, wait, not this one. There was another Melissa one. Melissa, where'd you go? You were asked a question about live streaming, and I was gonna answer it, and then I lost it. Oh, here we go. It says, Denise, what are you live streaming this week? Yes, I will be here tomorrow to do a NXT review. Wednesday, I will be here for an AEW watch along and review with Righteous Reg, and then Friday, I will be here doing the watch along for SmackDown, and then the review with Robin. So that's pretty much all that I have for this week. So only 4 streams this week because I have plans this weekend. I'm actually very, very excited, everyone, because this Saturday I am throwing my grandparents a surprise anniversary party that I planned entirely myself. They have no idea. They have been married for 51 years. On February 1st was their 51-year anniversary. Obviously, I was in Indiana, so that's why I didn't plan the party until next week. And I'm really excited because they think, my grandparents think that they're just going to dinner with me and my husband. They have no idea that when they walk in, like, my whole family is going to be there. So they have no idea that that's happening. And they've never had an anniversary party ever in their entire lives, all 51 years. So I don't know how they're going to react, but I'm really, really excited about it because they have no idea. And it was my idea. So I'm very excited to see it through. So yeah, so that's what I'm really looking forward to. So on top of all the shit that's going on with wrestling and work and all of that, I'm also planning this party. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for it. Very excited. John Taylor says, want to see the look of someone's soul dying live on air when Denise saw Sami cross WrestleMania. Oh shit, was it that obvious? Oh shit. Sometimes I try to like not be so obvious.
with a Hurricane Rana.
I'm like, the face don't lie, bro. They say the hips don't lie. Bullshit. The face don't lie.
Classic New Day right now. Just hate
Oh,
everything
man.
that's good.
John, thank you so much for the laugh, man.
By Dragon Lee, hook of the leg.
Paul's like,
Kick out
hopefully your abuela isn't
by
watching
It
this
wasn't too long
stream.
ago we were eating
I
burritos
would be
celebrating the
would
positivity
be in
and
shock.
everything like
In
that. Now they're
absolute
just
shock
the worst of the worst.
if my grandma
Here's the double team by
could figure out how to go on YouTube and find my channel and tune into my stream.
Xavier in recent weeks. There's that
Shocked,
basement
guys.
kick by Mysterio.
Shocked. Like, I wouldn't
By
be
the
able to
Hall of Fame,
breathe
hook of the leg
shocked.
And a kick
It
out.
would be,
You know,
yeah.
It's seriously sad.
It's funny.
because we were on the Countdown show with Wade Barrett and Big E this past Saturday at the Royal Rumble event, and Big E is so much fun. And he's in such a
Juan
great
Casas
place
says
in his
mariachi
life
time,
right now,
Denise.
doing so
I
many
actually
great
didn't
things.
get like a mariachi or anything.
Turned on by
It's at a
one-time
restaurant,
best
so
friend.
I'm not gonna bring a mariachi to the restaurant unless they have their own mariachi. But sometimes I don't really like loud music at those things because I like to talk to people. And you know, when the music's so loud, like you can't even talk to people.
Spider-Man, a Marvel voice actor,
So, yeah.
doing a lot of other great things within the community as well. And I think the New Day is just jealous of the success that Big E has had.
Or maybe the New Day is just finally showcasing who they've
Oh,
always
wow! Rey Mysterio just continues to invent things on the fly. Wow.
Hold on. Tim Biotti, did you have an issue with the super
Dragon
chat?
Lee with a kick cover. That may be it. Woods kicks it. too.
Let me check on the back end. Hold on a second.
Shocked that
Your super chat did not pop up, but
you in a
let me check on the back end and see if
New
the
Day has zero respect for anybody at this
if it went
stage.
through. Hold on, okay.
You know, they think it's
If
gonna
your
be
super
the,
chat
the thing that ultimately
goes
gets
through
them
on
back
your
to the
end,
top.
like you paid for it and it doesn't appear, please let me know because I have a
They
way
have all the ability in the world.
of
Obviously,
looking
Hall
at
of
that
Famers
stuff
is
on the
attacking
back end of
New Day.
YouTube.
Dragon
I would
Lee
hate for you to
slip
send
underneath,
something
and Kofi
in
caught up
and
on the
for it
top rope.
not to be read.
Dragon Lee
So
is so
give
fun
me
to
a
watch.
second.
So fast, so innovative.
And then, oh, right to the chest of Kofi.
Wait, Logan Paul?
What?
Well,
What?
he is from Cleveland.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was from
Everybody tuning in to the
Cleveland.
Elimination Chamber qualifying match.
I
next
completely
week
forgot.
against Rey Mysterio.
And he's got a history with Rey Mysterio,
Logan
of
Paul's
course.
here. The match continues in the ring. Kofi Kingston trying to take advantage. Xavier Woods takes advantage of the distraction.
There's too much happening right now.
Logan Paul's here. This tag match continues.
All right, Tim, just letting you know that your super chat did
seems to
not
like
go
what
through,
happened,
by the way. So it like legitimately did not go through because it's not appearing on the back end either. So just letting you know, maybe you didn't get charged, or I don't know, double check
Rey
that,
Mysterio,
but it definitely did
in
not
deep
go through
trouble.
on YouTube.
After he was
just
blindsided
making
by
sure
Woods because
you're
of the
fully aware
distraction
of
of the man
that.
that is making his way to ringside now. None other than Logan Paul, who is from here in Cleveland, Ohio. Hello, Logan. Nice to see you.
Jay Zero's like not even Cleveland wants Logan.
Again, we told the story, Pat, earlier. Logan,
Thank you,
former
Tim.
United
I'm
States
glad. Thank you
champion
for
after
watching the
beating
video.
Rey
Thank you
Mysterio
very
back in
much.
November of 2003. And now look at this goof.
All right, let's see what we got
He's
here.
making fun of Dragon Lee.
Thank you, Luis. He says, I love your coverage from the Rumble.
The last time Logan
Yes.
Paul was in
Thank
Cleveland
you very
was
much.
back at SummerSlam.
Yeah, someone did
Remember
really
what happened
someone
there? LA
I
Knight
want to shout out
defeated him for the United
a
States
press
Championship.
member who I'd never met before, by the way. His
Here's
name
the
is
double team
Raj.
now by
I
the
don't know
New
his
Day. What
last
about
name,
that move
unfortunately.
Logan pulled off the rope where he
Young
just
guy,
the apron
very, very
bar down,
nice.
able to barricade and step
He
stay in and
did
being eliminated.
Yeah,
it's
Logan Paul's
little
like a
acts
jungle
of
cat in
kindness really go a
Indianapolis.
long way.
They were able to barricade
So
over there,
I
eliminate
walked
some
into
people,
the press
certainly got
room
the
and I was
people
going to sit in
talking,
the second row
which is
where
what
I
Logan
usually
does.
sit, like on the edge of the seat. And he saw that I was sitting behind him and like he wasn't recording anything. So he offered up his seat for me and he was like, hey, you sit here and I'll sit behind you because you're the one who's like actually recording. And him switching seats with me, offering his seat up is something that no one has ever done before. And no one has ever done that in the press room before. And I thought that was very, very nice because he recognized that he wasn't recording, so he didn't like have to be in the front row, but he had gotten there first. And so the fact that he gave up his seat to let me shoot content in the front row was very, very nice. And like I said, no one's ever done that before. So that really meant a lot to me because I was able to get a tremendous view for the press conference videos. So if you saw those press conference videos and you were like, wow, they look really good, that's because I was able to sit in the front row, right center, which is the seat I usually try to get, but it's very hard to get. And I only get it every now and then. So shout out to that guy for doing that. That was very, very nice of him. No, not Raj from Wrestling Inc. No, I said a young guy, a younger fella who I've never met before. So yeah, so that was a very nice guy. I wish I knew his last name though, but I don't.
Logan, they were saying he sucked. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard. Why?
No, guys, not Raj from Wrestling Inc. No.
Well, sometimes it's hard
Are
to
you
understand.
jealous?
No, I'm just, sometimes it's hard to understand.
I heard he has a bigger Learjet.
He's got more abs, too.
There's always more than one person named after something. There's more than one for people.
We are in Cleveland, Ohio. The New Day has taken control of Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio because of the presence of Cleveland's own Logan Paul, who has appeared at ringside. Now, the reason this is important is because Paul will take on Rey Mysterio next week in Nashville on an Elimination Chamber qualifying matchup. And since his arrival, Pat, it has changed the entire complexion of this match.
Yes, exactly. Stuart Bridgman says Raj kind of a popular name. Exactly. Exactly.
So many of our WWE superstars are from Cleveland, and they're all jerks. Logan Paul, Miz, Johnny Gargano, Vic Joseph. Who else? And a bang! What a! Oh my goodness! Kofi Kingston!
Too far. That was too far. Hey, that was too far.
And now Xavier Woods just having fun. What are you doing?
We got a man here who says, plan to watch WWE Evolve on Tubi. No, guys. That's I gotta pick and choose what I devote my time to. Maybe I'll watch like a first episode. It's very hard for me to like add more to my schedule, to be honest.
I don't get it. These guys used to be the most wonderful people on the planet to be around. Positivity all the time, smiling, just having so much fun in the ring.
John says, Raj, if you ever see this, Denise called you old. Well, this was a young kid, guys. So. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys can tell when someone's older or younger. No, this was a young kid.
Xavier Woods right to the back of Dragon Lee. Rey Mysterio realized that his partner's in deep trouble. He couldn't even look at that. Embarrassing.
Nobody's enjoying anything about what's happening right now here in Cleveland. Dragon Lee.
You know, maybe Woods should win a singles championship in his career before he struts around the ring like that.
He was the king of the ring.
Yeah, that's not a singles championship. And Dragon Lee now. Look at Lee. Woods in trouble. Sit out powerbomb. Lee's got an opportunity here.
Has had success, but certainly acting as if he's done a lot more. And Dragon Lee needs a tag bad.
Oh, thank you so much, Charles, for the kind comments. Yeah, I really like when my videos come out good. It's always nice. Like, it's always nice.
The former two-time world champ.
Fucking Ray, man. Even with like the multiple knee surgeries that he's had, he's still just moves in this insane fashion. Mind you, we've seen Rey Mysterio wrestle for years now, but even then, it's still impressive.
It backed them in their change of attitude. Ray didn't agree. And Kofi slipped a bit on the top rope, may have cost him. Mysterio sends Kofi into position.
What's the phone number for San Diego?
It's 619, but Xavier Woods, he just delivered the 911 for Kofi.
Yeah, stem cell surgery.
And now Mysterio!
Tiger Claw Gaming, but good for him, man. I'm glad he found something that worked for him.
Oh, and Logan Paul just got dropped on his ass by Mysterio. And now Ray and Kofi fighting. And Kofi driven into the post.
Hogan says he wasn't ready, whatever the case.
Woods went for a kick, and he ended up ankle first into the steel post.
Nice. Good stuff there.
And now Mysterio sends Kofi back into the ring. Logan Paul.
Oh, there's
the
Logan
official,
going after Ray.
runs upon and never saw Paul get involved. Now he sends Mysterio into the ring. Rey Mysterio stunned after the Paul attack. Trouble in paradise.
John Taylor says, I've never met another Denise, come to think of it.
Hell.
I've only met one other Denise, and that was in elementary. So it's been a very, very long time since I've met another Denise. I know a lot of moms that are named Denise,
And then he decided to get his kid back.
but I don't know anybody around my age named Denise. I know more like older women named Denise.
He takes on
So
Mysterio next
I don't know
week.
what that means. Maybe my name is outdated. I don't know. I don't know if I have an outdated name or not. I personally don't even like my name. I think my mom gave me a nerdy ass name, and I tell her that all the time. And she's just like, I love Denise. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't. Thanks, Mom, for giving me a name I don't even like. Okay, so we're going to have a qualifying match with Ray and Logan Paul, by the way.
Paul beat Mysterio to win the United States Championship.
But yeah, it could have been worse. My mom's going to name me some other stuff that when she tells me, I'm just like, what were you thinking, Mom? Like, why were you going to name me that? She did tell me, though, that if I was a boy, I was going to be named David. So it was either Denise or David. I think my mom said she was going to name me Penelope at one point. So I would have been Penelope, like Booker T says. She was going to name me Penelope. She said she was going to name me, oh my gosh, she was going to name me Florence. But the Spanish version, which is Florencia. Or she wasn't going to pick it, but I think my dad wanted me to be named that. And then I think my mom said she was considering naming me Aisha at one point. Yeah, I can't see any of those names going with me, so I guess Denise is probably the best option. So it's the only reason she didn't name me Aisha is because my grandma couldn't pronounce the name Aisha. So my mom was like, oh, I can't give her a name that her grandma can't say, you know? So yeah. Dan Lutzka says, what would you have done if Triple H told you, have you go into the Women's Rumble, but I brag to my wife when you ask a question, I follow her on YouTube. That always makes me happy whenever people tell me like their reactions when they hear me ask a question. I love that. I love that. You're like, hey, I know her. It's the Leonardo DiCaprio meme. I know that person. Yeah. What do you call it? Oh no, I would die. I would never be in the Rumble. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Are you kidding me? Also, shout out to Speed, man. Speed just did.
So, Pat,
He did a great job. Like, I went from not knowing really anything about Speed, other than kids really love him, to
basically says that we don't have
all of a sudden that being like legit one of my favorite Royal Rumble moments. Like, I loved the spear that he took from Braun Breaker. Loved it. And then him getting tossed out, thrown into the commentary table. Man, that was epic. I feel at this point I've seen the video so many freaking times at this point. So, anyways, thank you so much, Dan, and I'm glad that you shouted me out to your wife. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, let's see what CM Punk has to say.
CM Punk, I know that you were
Man, Netflix is glitching so much today.
The lining is you have an opportunity to rectify that tonight in your Elimination Chamber qualifying match against Sami Zayn.
No, the silver lining of me not winning the Royal Rumble is neither did Roman and neither did Seth.
Okay,
my
yeah,
course of
Netflix is
action
totally
now is to
glitching.
Take on Sami in a qualifying match, and apologies in advance, Sami Zayn fans. It ain't going to be Sami going to Toronto in the Elimination Chamber. It's going to be your boy CM Punk. I have goals that are set. I need to make it to WrestleMania. Maybe I put too much pressure on myself, but in the Elimination Chamber.
Oh my God, what if CM Punk doesn't get his WrestleMania main event again?
Excuse me, I'm going to go get ready.
Sorry to worry about this guy. Is he ever going to get his WrestleMania main event?
Well, you know that man arguably wants that WrestleMania main event more than anyone else in the locker room. We'll see if he can do that tonight.
All right, we'll see.
Countdown show on Saturday. This is pretty cool, Pat. Big E was and Wade.
All right, we got Sven Big here who says I wore my DWO shirt. My girl asked me who's Denise. That's great, man. I love that. That makes me very excited whenever we have conversations about. Man, this is getting on my nerves. It's glitching so much. Is this glitching for everybody else here? Also, thank you, Sven.
Top card. This is for qualifying for the chamber.
Oh, Dead Man knows somebody that's going to a name Denise. Thank
Will it be
you.
CM Punk?
I want to
Will
know
it be
more
Sami
people
Zayn?
that
Maybe
are
for
like
the first time ever.
named
So
Denise.
much on the line.
Oh, yay, someone has a cousin named Denise. What's up?
Our first elimination chamber
All right.
qualifying match. Io Sky can't be 100% after being attacked in ambush.
Corey MacArthur says the
by
same thing.
Liv Morgan
Netflix
earlier
is
on. You see
glitching.
your fusion
Okay,
collective
thank
in the
God it's not
background.
just
They've
me,
had
but it's
your
also
issues with
even
Io
worse
Sky.
that it's not me. If it was me or like a single
Sky,
person's
Liv
individual,
Morgan next.
then it's like, all right, no big deal. Get better internet person. But if it's Netflix glitching, get your shit together, Netflix. How are they glitching? This is like the fifth, sixth week of Raw Netflix?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Why would they be
my
glitching the
absolute
fifth,
pleasure
sixth
to be
week
joined
in
by
instead of like the first or the second?
Tazawa
You know, like why?
Oh,
Why?
Jackie Red.
Corey, thank you so much for the super chat, man.
It's always fun.
Okay,
talking
everyone's
to
saying
you
it's
guys,
glitching for
but
them too.
Maxine, I'll ask you this.
All
With the
right.
Royal Rumble now in the rear
He
view,
says
what
that
can
the
we
screen keeps
expect
going to
from
black. It's
Alpha
annoying.
Academy in
Mine's just like
2025?
glitching. It's only gone to black maybe like one time,
Gable and
but
Alpha
it mainly is a glitch.
We had to take a long look.
Oh, Power
in the
Driver
mirror.
Finisher says my brother and sister's
And
names
I
are David and
responded,
Denise.
guy.
Stop it!
Eliminating that little
Your mom and my mom were on the exact same wavelength. That's amazing.
Shout out Maxine
That's
Debris.
so
What a
funny.
performance, right?
Yeah, this is
Hey,
true. Young on Watch says
congratulations,
Netflix
you
is
now know
glitching,
two
but then
wrestling
ads
moves.
go off fine. Oh, they never
And
fuck
as for
up
you,
the ads.
Jackie, you're about as
Ever.
smart as
You
the
can have
people
the
here in
shittiest
Cleveland.
internet, and
So
the
why are you
ads will
wasting your
always
time
work.
talking to losers like
Always.
this when the two biggest stars on Raw are right here?
All right, let me.
Hey, Maxine, I got one question for you. What you doing hanging out with Timon and Pumbaa?
How sad. Timon
And you're
and Pumbaa.
Pumbaa.
Hey, but let's be serious for a moment. Didn't this guy right here lose his spot in the Royal Rumble to a YouTuber?
Damn, why you gotta shade YouTubers for? Damn, bro.
Hey,
I'm out here
you're lucky
clutching
we don't do
fucking
business in
strays.
Cleveland Live. We'll see you soon.
Every YouTuber right now streaming this show, catching strays.
Otis, guys, thank you
All
for
right.
the time. Let's take it back to ringside, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, hold on.
Period Waller.
Under.
Those guys.
Stink. Stank. Stunk.
They have an opportunity at the NXT Championship in Obafemi and a triple threat at Vengeance Day in a couple of weeks.
All right, here we go.
And nobody with a brain
It's
wants
time
to
for Io and Liv. This should be fun.
Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Introducing first from Tokyo, Japan.
Leo Potoy says glitching so much that it's getting into Tyson versus Logan Paul territory, and that's not good. All right. Dominic here says, how's the show so far? Honestly, it's flown by today, guys. We're already an hour and a half in. We already have like an hour left on the show. So, yeah, it's going by really, really fast. Really fast. Everyone's got Io winning. As Stuart Bridgman says, Io losing since her entrance isn't live. I had a feeling Io is losing because of that attack that Liv Morgan did on her right before. It makes me feel like she's going into this like not 100%. So for that reason, I'm thinking Liv is winning. Because I can't imagine them leaving Liv out.
We're in Cleveland tonight, Pat.
At the same time,
Pretty cool place.
man, Io went from being my Royal Rumble pick to like, now I'm like, is she even going to make it into the Elimination Chamber? Unless they do a situation where, you know how they do the second chance?
By the way,
like whoever loses those qualifying matches, sometimes they get like a second chance opportunity. Who knows? Maybe Io will still, if she loses to Liv tonight, maybe they'll do that and she'll get a second chance and she'll win. Or we'll see.
So the Mavs are doomed.
Chris Robinson says, at least your name isn't Christopher Robinson. What's wrong with Chris? Wait, what's wrong with Christopher Robinson? Am I missing something?
Number 8. But he was
I was gonna
attacked
say,
in the entranceway by
Christopher
Carmelo Hayes, who had been
Robinson, like-
eliminated. He was upset about that. So our boss, Triple H,
Who's the
had to make a
famous
choice.
Christopher Robinson? Is there a famous Christopher Robinson? Let's see. I'm Googling it right now. I don't know, some teacher pops up. Let's
Show
see.
Speed actually entered the Royal Rumble.
Some
His
author
first match
popped
in
up.
WWE at number
Oh,
8.
Winnie the Pooh.
I Show Speed. A man who has
Winnie
the
the
world
Pooh.
watching live his
Wait,
life. Got
Winnie
to
the
see
Pooh
him
with
live life
Christopher
to the
Robinson?
fullest. As
Oh,
he eliminated Otis and hit
yeah.
a
Christopher
backflip.
Christopher Robin.
then-
That's what it was.
Oh,
Christopher
the
Robin.
spear
Oh my God.
surrounds
No, but that's
the
cute.
world.
Christopher Robin's cute. Better
This is
than some
incredible.
like
I have no idea
random
how
ass.
I Show
Could
Speed
have been
got up to
worse.
this. Well, he really didn't. He got picked up,
Honestly, it
eliminated
could
by
have been
Breaker,
worse.
then tossed
But I
over a
imagine
table.
maybe some people might have
Oh, now
like
he's
bullied
alive
you
today.
or like brought it up.
His
You know,
toughness
like,
knows no bonds.
hey,
Well,
Christopher
he
Robin,
is a
where's
screamer,
Winnie?
like you said,
Or something
Patty.
like
He's gotta
that.
be happy with these numbers.
John Taylor says,
Absolutely
I think in
incredible.
honor of our ironclad friendship and all that we've been through, Denise,
Million
I will
views
name my
in
first
less
daughter
than
Regina.
24
Hashtag
hours.
righteous ranch.
Bron Breakker
Regina.
sawing Speed in half. Was seen
Oh,
by
man.
the world.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, John.
As the road to Las Vegas heats up, two
All right,
women's
let's do this.
paths collide next week in Nashville, where
What
their
do we got
journey to
now?
WrestleMania truly begins.
Oh, the
reigning women's intercontinental
numbers
champion,
video.
one of WWE's
No?
fastest rising stars, is determined to make her mark on WrestleMania.
Oh, this is just the video on
for the very
Lyra.
First time.
She's getting another
But to
video?
get there, she has to overcome one of the most decorated champions in WWE
Oh, this
history,
is for
a
the
woman who has conquered the grandest stage before. Win, and the Elimination Chamber awaits.
Oh, this is for the
Lose,
qualifier.
and your
Okay.
WrestleMania dreams
I was confused.
fade away.
Championship opportunity that WrestleMania is at stake.
Lyra Valkyria.
It's about what comes next. And what comes next is building a legacy.
Bailey, there's not a damn thing that you can do to stop.
We are full speed ahead towards WrestleMania. One of these women is going to
Bailey's doing so much, man. So much.
Live in Nashville next week. Now that woman, Bailey, knows what it means to main event WrestleMania. She won the Rumble last year and went on to win the title from the woman who's going to compete here.
The little girl in the back is like freaking out.
But if Intercontinental Champion Lyra
Oh, there's
Valkyria
Lyra.
can qualify for the elimination.
She did good in the
chamber
Rumble
also
too,
win,
Lyra.
what a
I thought
first
she had a good
year
spot
for Lyra
too.
Valkyria, it would be here in WWE.
Our Intercontinental Champion, first ever, beating Dakota Kai.
LR299 says
Io
this video package is
Sky.
hype.
No,
Yeah, I agree.
Io, of course, part of Damage Control. Now, the reason she's
All right,
favoring
hopefully
her
this
shoulder
match is
was a
done.
sneak attack in the
I'm
back
expecting
moments
it
ago
to
by this
be.
woman, Liv Morgan.
Watch me.
Watch me.
Endo's RC. Oh, this is a really good question. He says, who do you think is the hardest person to ask questions to at a press conference? It's not that someone's hard. Okay, there's two things that make someone really hard to interview. One, someone who's not a good talker. You know what I mean? Those people that you ask them a question and they give you like a one-word answer. Hey, how was your day? It's fine. Those kinds of people are usually hard to interview. Two, people in kayfabe. When they're so deep into the character, it's very, very hard to interview those people because you have to like almost be. I don't know. It's hard for me, at least, to interview people that are in kayfabe or people that give very, very short, brief answers. So it's not like a person individual, like an individual person. Those are just some traits of, and this is for anybody, not just press conferences. This goes for also for like just regular interviews. Like there's nothing worse than interviewing someone who isn't comfortable doing interviews. It just makes it very, very hard because it's like, it's literally like pulling teeth. It's pulling teeth when someone is not giving you like good, thoughtful answers, and you can tell that they're over it or they just don't want to do it. Those are usually interviews that are not good. But for the most part, I think a lot of people know like how to act now on interviews because they know that anything can go viral. So if they come out and they're like rude or they're very, very brief or whatever, they know people will see that. So they are prepared, you know, they're media trained. And sometimes it just takes doing a bunch of interviews for you to like get comfortable. And then sometimes some people like, you know, when you do so many interviews, you get tired because you're talking to like so many freaking people and that can be pretty exhausting. So yeah. Juan Ortega says that sounds like me. Denise will never interview me.
huge steel.
Yeah. Jay Grouse is like the first Braun Breaker interview.
Into the cover. Hooks the leg.
Yeah, my first Braun Breaker interview never went up because it was very, very brief. And my second interview with Braun Breaker, a lot of people were like commenting on how he answers questions, and I'm just like, damn guys, that's just who he is. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just how Braun is. And I don't know, I haven't seen other interviews with him and other people, but other people have pretty much echoed the exact same sentiment. So, you know, but he still goes out there and he does the interviews, which is what matters the most.
Go to the chamber in Toronto with a kick out.
Genius strategy here by
I don't know if he's more comfortable now, Tracy, because I haven't actually interviewed him since
Liv Morgan,
since SummerSlam.
2024. Won the World
Brian Reacts is
Championship.
try interviewing Danhausen. I have actually twice. It's up on the channel. You can check those out. The last one that I did with him did really well, so you guys can check that one out too.
And
That was
also
very fun.
Raquel Rodriguez, who's once again become her friend and tag team partner.
Also security guard.
They would love to have an opportunity at the tag titles down the road, held by Bianca and Naomi in a Io Sky.
All right, so far a pretty decent start here to Liv and Io.
Speed a little bit. This is where she wants to live.
Io sent through the ropes by Morgan. These two women met back at Saturday night's main event in December.
Yeah, it was for his double S as Braun did the same to CBV, one-word answers. Yeah, and it sucks because usually when stuff like that happens, it kind of sucks because if you don't know that, people tend to blame the interviewer. Like there were so many people that were like talking shit to me, being like, Braun was so uncomfortable with you, Denise. And I'm like, no, that's just the way Braun is, guys. Like, that's just the way Braun is. Oh, shit. Io. I'm like, that's just the way he is. Like, he's like that in all the interviews. But if you don't know that, then you just don't know that. All right. We are now on a commercial break. We got 2 minutes and 58 seconds, but we are back here with Io and Liv. I got the Canadian version going. I can see all of this stuff too. Thank you, Tracy. She says, I liked your question to Charlotte in the post media. It's so funny too now because I go to these press conferences so much now that I don't even so I don't raise up my hand anymore to ask questions unless
much wear and tear.
Unless for special occasions. For special occasions. And you guys are probably like, wait, what are you talking about, Denise? You're always asking questions. Guys, I don't even raise my hand up anymore. So this is what happens to me now, which is kind of scary, okay? Well, you tell me how you guys would feel if this happened to you. I'm used to it now, so it's okay. But so my plan now, when I go to every press conference, is I have 4 to 5 questions that I would ask any of the wrestlers that I presume are going to be there. And I just have them like, you know, planned in my mind. It's like, okay, if I talk to this person, I'm going to ask them this question, right? And you can figure out what questions you're going to ask based off of what happened in the show. And so now what happens is I'll be sitting down, right, watching the show like everybody else. And then I'll just see the person, because there's a person who handles the microphone. I'll see a person, like, because they crawl on the floor to, like, so they won't come out on the camera, and they hand you the microphone, right? Anyways, so now they just come up to me and they just go like, you have the next question. And I'm just like, oh shit, I'm up? Damn, I'm up. So now I don't get no warning, no nothing. It's just, here's the microphone's on you, you're up, you're next. And that's usually why now I prepare. So I mentioned this, Tracy, because when I asked Charlotte that question, I found out like a second before that I was even the first person to ask her the question. I was just sitting there being like, oh, Charlotte's up. And then I saw the woman crawling, and I saw her getting closer and closer and closer to me. And I see her bringing the mic, and I'm like, oh, I might be first. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, you're up. And I was like, oh, I'm up. So anyways, it's kind of funny. But they do that because
all this confidence from Liv,
I've gone so many times. They know that I will always have a question. So sometimes to like get the ball rolling, I'll be the person to be like, okay, you're up first, so that people can start getting comfortable and whatnot. You know, so sometimes it can be a little nerve-wracking, especially if you don't like. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be prepared. That's why now I'm always prepared with questions, because I just never know when they're going to be like, hey, Denise, you're next. And when so you can't be distracted, and you got to pay attention, because for example, like I tweet what the wrestlers say, or I take pictures during the show, right? So I gotta make sure that I'm listening to every question that is asked by other media members, because if all of a sudden they say, Denise, you're next, I gotta make sure that the question that I had planned wasn't already asked by somebody else. So that's why I always have backup questions in case I'm up and somebody already asked the questions I wanted to ask. Because obviously you don't want to look like a fool and ask the same question by accident because you weren't paying attention. So there's just like a lot of little things that you have to think about when you're there, just in case just in case you're up. You're like fucking speed. You're up. Go. So yeah. Anyways, but yeah, that's what it's like.
Io needed that.
Double Essence, it was such a great question, though. WWE posted it on their YouTube channel. I didn't even see that.
Liv was running away with
no,
this.
I literally did not know.
And a knee
That's
to
great.
the jaw.
Thank you, Isaac, for this
Give her
comment.
a
Thank you.
sense
A
of
lot of
relief
people
for
messaged
half a
me after
second.
that. I was like, oh, shit. And I never know who's watching. I never know who's watching.
Liv Morgan.
Thank you, Dr. J.
Io
Merritt.
Sky
Thank you.
unloading.
Yeah, that's the
Kick
one
now,
thing now
Morgan's in
that
trouble. Sky's starting to rally.
obviously I feel like it's a good thing that happens to me.
Set across the ring. Io Sky slips through the ropes.
Or sometimes I like it when they text me and they'll be like, you're up, you have the next question. And I'm like, okay, good. Because then it gives me like a little bit of a second to like think, okay, what the fuck am I going to ask? That's what the fuck am I going to ask? Nothing's worse though when you're like towards the end and everyone's already asked everything and they're like, you're up. I don't got nothing. It's so funny.
Shoulders. Oh, stop right in the midsection.
Dude, I'm liking this match, by the way. Like, Io and Liv are smooth.
Kick out by Liv Morgan. What a matchup. As you take another look at the springboard drop kick by Sky.
Ortega says I'm up. Famous words after taking some blue chew.
And the women's elimination chamber match 3 weeks from Saturday in Toronto.
Thank you, Jackie. That's very nice of you.
Nobody home went for the bullet train attack. Morgan able to move out of harm's way. Now Liv with a backstabber from behind. Learned that from Carlito in Judgment Day.
That's one bad apple, that Carlito.
And now Io Sky though wrestles Liv down the mat. Crossface applied now to Liv. Liv tries to slip through and does. Big kick by Io.
She says that's it as she walks over Liv.
And now Raquel Rodriguez up on the apron. That distraction allows Liv to dump Sky out to the apron.
It's always a numbers game with the Judgment Day.
Yeah, never a fair fight. Morgan up on the top, looking for a sunset flip power bomb. Sky trying to hang on.
I thought she was about to that was about to look really cool for a second there.
Io caught by Morgan. Liv misses wildly. Sky now with a German suplex
on the outside.
Oh my gosh, it's glitching again.
Both of them as Io Sky gets back to her feet. And asks, are you ready?
Two of the best in the world today going at it.
Paul says, my wife asked if you had WrestleMania plans. We planned yet. Not yet. I legitimately haven't planned anything. I have to plan Toronto first, actually, because I haven't planned that either. And that's
critical point of the matchup.
In like 4 weeks. I haven't planned anything. I'm just so behind right now. I'm so behind, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
Io slowly.
He's getting to elimination chamber.
Up to the top rope. Measuring Morgan. Oh, left corner with a code breaker.
Oh, I love the way Io sold for that code breaker.
Sky's in trouble. Morgan cover. Hooks the leg near the rope. Forcing Io to kick out at two.
We're getting a lot of time here, which I appreciate for them.
Neither can Raquel.
Neither can I.
Infamous Raider Loco says, question, should I drink every time Netflix glitches? Please do. Please do.
Liv throwing all her heavy artillery at Io Sky and hasn't been able to put her away.
Oh no. Jay Growl says it's Mustafa Ali hacking Netflix Raw.
Again, looking for a German suplex. Morgan tries to hang on.
Yes, it is, Cleveland. It is awesome. So's the
Robert
opportunity. in the
McManus says Liv
Elimination
might not
Chamber.
win this. I was gonna say
Chance
Io's
to go
been
to
wrestling
WrestleMania.
very, very well in
Battle
here.
for
She's
a
not
world
wrestling
title.
like she's
Io Sky now.
hurt from that backstage attack,
Top rope. Hurricane Rana.
which is what I was
Morgan in the
presuming
center of the ring.
was
Io
gonna
Sky
happen.
may have her where she wants her. Bullet train attack from Sky.
That's it, says Io Sky.
And again, Raquel Rodriguez on the apron. Now this is getting ridiculous.
Girl, Raquel always be getting in her way.
Sky now. Went for the moonsault. Morgan got her knees up. Looking for a German suplex again.
Luis
Morgan
says it's
trying to hang on.
AEW sabotaging
Connected by Sky.
WWE.
Liv, I think, got both boots into the mouth of Io Sky.
Max
on that over the
sabotaging
moon.
And wait a minute.
Oh, there's
From
Rhea.
behind Rhea. Ripley's had enough. She was attacked by Raquel Rodriguez earlier on. a
And
headbutt
Raquel and
by
Rhea obviously have history of their
Well,
own.
Rhea Ripley coming out here to try to even the odds.
And I mean, I don't have to tell you about Rhea and Liv's history. Everyone knows that.
Oh, that accident's gonna disqualify Io.
Oh no! But I wanted to. Well, at least now we know that they're probably going to make it into the Elimination Chamber.
Is Liv Morgan.
But oh
Rhea
wait,
Ripley
so
has got to feel awful.
Io's out now. Never mind. I thought they were going to call like something out.
Staring at her hair. Rhea just.
Oh
swung at her
no!
and
Io
connected.
got screwed.
And the official had nothing he could do except call for the bell and disqualify Sky. So Liv Morgan, because of disqualification, has advanced into the Elimination Chamber. She picks the first of 6 spots in that matchup 3 weeks from Saturday.
Rhea Ripley coming out to help Io Sky, and instead costs her.
Yeah, but that's okay. So that's the thing right there. What he just said. She was supposed to help Io and didn't. So that's gonna leave both of these women at odds. Oh, Io is not happy. I mean, she shouldn't be happy. I would be upset too if I was Io.
You can't blame her. I mean, when you don't qualify for the chamber, it really takes.
But I
away
do
that
think
chance
we're gonna
at
see Io and
WrestleMania.
Rhea.
But Rhea wasn't.
We're gonna see Rio.
Well, more
Rio.
qualifying matches next week in Nashville, Tennessee.
Bailey versus Lyra next
one of the
week.
greatest of all time, will take on the current Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria. On the men's side,
I think Bailey should win that.
Tonight,
She's been doing so much for others. I think she needs to get a good win.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul versus Ray. I'm pretty sure Logan Paul's
the
winning that.
Elimination Chamber match 3 weeks from Saturday in Toronto. Hey, Pat, guess what the #1 song in the entire United
All right.
States is?
Let me catch up here on the super chats.
Which is an official
We got Dan Lutzka here who says, I feel like something should happen in one of those press conferences, like a storyline or something. What do you think? They tend to do stuff like that, like in little subtle ways. I feel like they've done so in the past, haven't they? Where has anybody done like an attack bit? Because usually that's what you tend to see at press conferences. They'll do like an attack or something like that, and that's how they end up working the story in. But I personally prefer for them not to overdo it, because I like to get real answers from the performers and from the talent. I like the real person talking about whatever it is that they're talking about. Like, I don't want to see them in character, because you can already see them on character in TV, right? Like, you don't have to, like, at the press conferences, I think that's the time for us to see who the real person is. And that's why for me, like, I don't like the kayfabe stuff. I don't like so if they did do storyline stuff, cool, but it shouldn't be like the entire, but maybe like one instance, cool. All right, cool. It'll definitely get views. So yeah, it could happen, and it probably will once they feel they start to get stale. They probably will start to like fire it up a little bit more on that end. So yeah, Dan, thank you so much, and you might not be far off.
I have to leave you for a bit.
We got John Taylor here who says last time Netflix glitched, there was a Paul brother involved. Coincidence? Oh yeah, and we got one here today. Yeah. Well-rounded Leo says, I like wrestlers keeping kayfabe during interviews. Some people really do like that. I personally don't, only because, like I said, I feel like you get the real stories and the real personalities, and people love to see who their favorite wrestler is off camera because they get to know them a little bit more, and that builds like tends to build a stronger connection with that person, you know? If you all of a sudden you see that person and they say something that you connect with, you're just like, shit, man, now I love this person even more. So that's the only reason why, for me, I do love seeing people in character, not in character. Thank you, well-rounded Leo. All right, let's see what we got next. Oh, Seth Rollins. Well, I haven't thought about Seth Rollins in a second, but a lot of crazy stuff happened with him and Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. Oh my gosh, Seth Rollins. What is this look, Seth? What is this look? I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Seth.
He looks like a black goth cowboy. You know?
Like
goth cowboy. There you go. A goth cowboy.
Man, he went completely
but goths aren't cowboys and cowboys aren't goth. You know what I'm saying? What is this? Goth cowboy, yes, exactly.
He was eliminated by CM Punk. He went off on Punk and Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins is here live on Netflix.
Macho Rollins says rally cap. Oh my gosh. It's funny. Tracy loves it. I don't really love it. I can't. It's like you're either a cowboy or you're goth. You can't be both. You can't be both. It's not my favorite look. It's just too intense. Can't describe it. Master Blaster here says he looks like the lead singer of a hair metal cover band. Victaro says, is it me or Seth dressed like the Macho Man? Yeah, just all in black instead, though. The Champ 39 says, Denise, you didn't mention my previous super chat. Ooh, let me look. Did you send one? Let me look for it. Hold on. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't see that. My apologies. Oh, I missed 2 of them. Okay, hold on. So I missed yours, and I missed one from Sheldon Jackson. Thank you, Champ 939. I'm so sorry about that. Champ 39 says, I think Liv Morgan just signed her death warrant when she thrown Alexa over the top rope Saturday night. The storyline is going to be interesting. That was one of the things that definitely stood out to me in the Rumble, was the fact that they went right into that. I love that because I think that's a match that's a feud that people are going to be very, very interested in because they both have like a strong fan base. So it's going to be interesting to see which fan base is a little louder than the other. So yeah, that one's going to be very, very fun. I 100% agree with you. Thank you, the Champ 39. Sheldon Jackson had also said, can't believe Duke Hudson got released from WWE NXT. Hopefully he goes to New Japan Pro Wrestling and rejoins TMDK just like Bronson Reed did when he got released. I hadn't even seen that Duke Hudson got released. So literally that's news to me like right now because I did not even see that at all. Yeah, I didn't see that. Thank you for the update, Sheldon. Sorry I missed your super chat earlier. I don't think I missed any other super chats, did I? No, I think I'm good. Okay. And PLG says Rollins looks like Carmen Sandiego. Oh no. Oh no. Carmen Sandiego, Seth Rollins. That's hilarious. PLG, thank you so much for the super chat. All right. Cool. Let me see. All right. Oh, we're on a commercial break. Oh yeah. I went to the 2K25 event in Indianapolis this weekend. I unfortunately didn't get to play the game though. I was upstairs in the media section and we were kind of like standing around waiting for a while. And I didn't want to leave because then I would miss out on whatever it is that was happening. And all of the computers were taken. So like, even if I wanted to go and play the game, I really couldn't. So I did see the game from far away, though. I saw other people playing the game, but I didn't get to see like too much of it. So yeah, so that was the only thing. I'm sorry. So if anybody wanted any reviews on that, I can't really say too much because again, I didn't get the chance to play the game. But it looked good though. It looked really like it looked very realistic from what I was able to see. All right. See what else we got here. Oh, we got an AJ Styles video right now. Double S says, did your room have a sexy box? Indianapolis definitely did not provide a sexy box whatsoever. But they did provide chocolate, though. That was very nice. Every day they would put a little slippers and chocolate right by my bed. The first time that it happened, it creeped me out because I was like, who got into my room?
This past weekend, so it's done. I have limited time to get one final deal done. Kathy, I got it done. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest member of the Monday Night Raw roster, the phenomenal AJ.
All right, AJ Styles will be on Raw.
That is a phenomenal get.
All right,
yeah, right,
cool.
It is. I'm so happy it's going to be.
Congratulations.
Oh, Braun Breaker. Oh, we haven't had a Braun Breaker Adam Pearce moment in a minute.
You like him? Everybody likes him. He'll be here next week.
Why don't you do him a favor and keep him away from me?
Oh.
Better yet, let's talk about me. What's next for the Intercontinental Champion? Because lately it doesn't seem like that matters too much to you.
Bro, Adam Pearce and Braun Breaker never be seen eye to eye here. Never.
Can we, I don't know, go talk business somewhere about how much this matters to you, how much you respect it? Like now, please?
I apologize. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Massive news. AJ Styles officially a member of the Raw roster. And while they go talk business, let's send it out to ringside to see what business you have there.
AJ and Nashville next week. Elimination.
All right, let's see what Steph's got for us.
I love the phenomenal one as much as anybody, but
Cleveland!
He didn't want anything to do with Braun.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw!
Tom Taylor's like, Denise, there's someone creepy in my room bringing me slippers, front desk. Oh, that's just Seth Rollins in a trench coat. Imagine Seth Rollins like, I can't unsee him as Carmen Sandiego now. That's all I'm seeing right now. Can't unsee it. Really cannot.
Tonight, some of it you
Thanks,
guys
John.
are gonna love, some of it you're gonna hate, but I gotta get it off my chest. So let's get it started. First of all, Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble, punched his ticket to WrestleMania. That stings a little bit, but I gotta tell you what, man, I am happy for Jey Uso. I am proud of Jey Uso. I love to see good things happen to good people. I love to see people get what they deserve. And that brings me to CM Punk.
Oh no, what does he got to say about CM Punk now?
CM Punk. Oh, yeah, you're not going to like this very much if you want to chant his name. CM Punk lost the Royal Rumble.
People are clapping.
Still up in the air. Love to see it. Love to see from the bottom of my heart a scumbag, a piece of trash, an embarrassment. Get embarrassed by getting dumped over this here top rope by that idiot Logan Paul.
Yeah, that was unexpected, by the way. I was very surprised by that. Logan Paul eliminating CM Punk. But CM Punk eliminated both Roman and Seth. Yeah, he forgot. King of Strong Style said, Seth, he threw you out, remember? That's what I was just thinking right now. I'm like, oh yeah, Logan Paul threw him out, but Punk threw him and Roman out.
Like this then. OTC
that was funny.
Lost the Royal Rumble.
For a second, I'm like, wait a minute. This is like
and may not
selective
make it to
memory on Seth's
WrestleMania
part.
at all. You guys have been getting a lot of vague updates all night long. Roman Reigns out indefinitely, some sort of injury. Let me tell you something. Roman Reigns is hurt. Roman don't want to admit it. Paul Heyman's not going to tell you the truth. WWE's not going to tell you the truth, but I'll tell you the truth because I'm the one who hurt him. Hey, I told you weren't going to like some of the things I got to say. You can blame me all you want, but I wasn't wrong. And I'll tell you why. Because for the past 4 years, Roman Reigns has done nothing but hurt those close to him, his friends, his family, and he would have done the exact same thing to me if he had the chance.
Sure.
And the truth is, Roman and Paul, they love to talk about their limited schedule. So if you ask me, I kind of just did them a favor. Now we saved the best for last. Seth freaking Rollins. I lost the Royal Rumble. And that hurts, man. I lost the Royal Rumble and that hurts, but luckily for me, that is in the past. And there is a future that lies ahead because there are many different paths to WrestleMania. And mine goes to Elimination Chamber. Now I got a qualifying match in a couple weeks against my old rival, Finn Balor, and I plan on taking care of that business. But there is somebody else here tonight who's going to compete in a qualifying match that needs to take care of his business, and that man is Sami Zayn.
I think this is probably one of my least favorite
I know,
Seth
Sammy,
promos.
you got a match coming up here real soon, but if you could come out here just a few minutes early, let me bend your ear. I got some things I need to tell you about. Sami Zayn, come on down.
John Taylor says, think we convince AI to say that Becky Lynch is married to Carmen Sandiego. At this point, AI be saying anything, man. I wouldn't be surprised if that can happen. I just feel like this promo is really silly from Seth's part. It's because, like, a lot of what he said really didn't make too much sense. Where it's like you're saying one thing, but then you're saying another. Primarily with the CM Punk stuff. He's like, he lost, he got eliminated, how embarrassing. He's not getting this WrestleMania main event. But then, he also lost. He was eliminated by CM Punk. He's also currently doesn't have a WrestleMania match. So it was like, and then he just said, like, there's many ways to get to WrestleMania. Okay, cool. So then that goes for you and for CM Punk. You see what I'm saying? So, like, doesn't make Seth Rollins look too bright. You don't want to do that.
Sammy.
Like, I don't know, laughing at someone for having a bad day when you had the worst day
You're
too.
my guy, man. You're my guy. We go back a long way. So I know you're going to be at your best tonight. You always are when you get inside this ring. But look, it's been a tough month for you. Been a tough couple of months between you and I. We haven't seen eye to eye. But the past is the past. The future is in front of us. The future could be the Elimination Chamber, could be WrestleMania, but your immediate future is CM Punk. Now look, the world knows I hate CM Punk. That is a fact. I'm not afraid to admit it. You and I are two different people. We handle things differently. What the world doesn't know, but what I do, is how much you hate CM Punk too. And I know you put on a good face when the time's right. You did it at War Games. But tonight is not the night for a good face. Tonight is the night for the fight of your life. I know you don't like CM Punk. And when after he said to you 2 weeks ago, what did he say to you? He said you weren't on his level.
He did say that
to
though.
Your face. This delusional narcissist, honestly, to your face said you weren't on his level. Man, you are Sami Zayn.
I thought he was about to say Sami freaking Zayn.
You are a WrestleMania main eventer.
Infamous Rare Loco
You are
says
a
my
good
son's
person.
fave.
That is something CM
Liv,
Punk
mine,
will
Alexa,
never
they
be.
beefing us too.
So he's right.
You guys are gonna be
Born on
beefing
his
with each
level.
other.
You are levels above
It's funny.
CM Punk. So tonight is your night. I need the absolute best out of Sami Zayn to keep CM Punk out of that elimination chamber, because people like you deserve to be in that chamber. People like CM Punk who don't care about this place, who don't care about these people, who don't care about this company. They don't even deserve to be in the ring with you. So tonight, Sami, it's your night.
I feel like
Put
Seth Rollins
his
is trying to
WrestleMania
encourage Sami
dream
Zayn
in the dirt for good.
to help with his own agenda. Not
fight me
necessarily
in
to
that
help
chamber,
Sami,
baby.
to
Let's
help
go.
himself.
Let's go! Let's go!
Like, yes, please ruin my enemy's
Motivational
life
speech
for me.
from Sami
I
Zayn,
can
a
secretly
la
rejoice.
Jameis Winston, formerly of the Cleveland Browns.
Sami Zayn pacing, fired up. Seth Rollins wants to see him take out his arch enemy. CM
Oh,
Punk
here we go.
tonight.
Finally. All right. Seth did all that talking. I hope CM Punk really brings up the fact that he eliminated him at the Rumble. Like, bro, what you talking about? Oh my gosh. Oh, they're just gonna fight. Okay, good. Maybe that's what should happen.
I mean, what do they expect to happen after
Very, very brief.
the words Seth Rollins used toward Punk moments ago?
And what happened after the Rumble on Saturday night.
They
And
kept it
everything
very
that's happened
brief
for the
this
last
time.
10 years.
Yeah, Punk eliminated both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Then, of course, the brawl outside the ring. It's Rollins coming
Oh,
out here
that's
tonight,
right. I
calling
forgot we're
Punk
getting
a
CM Punk versus
scumbag.
Sami.
One of these two men.
Oh yeah, it's already the last.
qualified for the
It's already the main
championship on
event.
Netflix.
In my mind, I was still waiting till 8 o'clock. Duh. I completely forgot it's like 2.5 hours now of Raw. In my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, we still got like 40 minutes till we get to see CM Punk and Sami Zayn.
It is all
I
about
wasn't
an
expecting it
opportunity
like
to
right now. Duh.
face the world champion.
That's how
at
slow I am
WrestleMania.
today.
The Royal Rumble winners get to pick the champs they want to face. And
I'm still laughing about this, by the way.
the winners of the chamber will get the
If they
others
beefing us
in
too.
Las Vegas. Punk
So
has been
funny.
obsessed, Pat, with this.
Herman Talkhart says, has the Netflix stream been lagging? I live in Cali and the weather is bad. It has definitely been lagging for everybody, unfortunately. It's just been glitching. It's been very annoying, actually. This is the first time the Netflix stream has ever glitched like that for Raw.
The grandest stage of the
Man,
ball.
I'm starting to think Sami Zayn has had the most
Mania.
Raw main events in the Netflix era. Someone look that up. I feel like I've seen Sami Zayn main event more on Raw Netflix than like anybody else.
And CM Punk get through Sami Zayn tonight and get to the chamber.
I don't know why I'm doing this for CM Punk's entrance. Wrong entrance, buddy. Put your hand down.
The following is an elimination chamber qualifying match. Introducing first, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at
Carol Dick says, Denise, are you enjoying WWE RAW so far tonight? I liked today's show because it flew by. It really, really did. Like, I felt like it just went by like this, man. Can't complain when a show just flies by.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois.
And just a friendly reminder, guys, that after this, this watch along does turn into a post show. A few minutes afterwards, I'm joined by Santi, and we go ahead and talk about what went down on Monday Night Raw. So if you guys want to come out and hang out and take part in that post show, just stick around here, and you will be part of that. So, yeah, thank you so much to everybody who's going to stay and hang out with us afterwards. It'll be a good time.
Set to take on Sami Zayn for an opportunity to qualify for the Elimination Chamber 3 weeks from Saturday. 6 men have that opportunity. Only one will make it to WrestleMania. That road
We got the dead man here who says Seth rated WWE's archives, taking The Rock's turtleneck and gold chain, Taker's trench coat, and Macho Man's cowboy hat. Dude, he really did, though. He was like, I like this from that guy, and this from that guy, and this from that guy. He really, really did. That's too funny. Paul, I think you hit it right on the nose right there, man. You really, really did.
13,000.
All right, here we go.
In Cleveland
Match
tonight.
is starting.
This is our main event on Monday Night Raw on Netflix for the first time ever. CM Punk and Sami Zayn go one-on-one for an opportunity to qualify for the Elimination Chamber and move a step closer to WrestleMania.
It's so crazy when you think certain guys have already wrestled each other, and then they're like, no, first time ever. And you're like, oh, shit. Like a couple weeks ago, first time ever with KO and Rey Mysterio.
Bring together one-on-one. Gotta wonder how banged up these two are from the Royal Rumble match on Saturday night. Sami Zayn was eliminated by Jey Uso. Not a very impressive performance by Zayn. He would be the first to admit that. CM Punk will be eliminated by Logan Paul. Not until he eliminated Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
CM Punk, such an
cover by Zayn, kick out.
Such an enigma. Obviously has a lot of different confrontations within the roster of the WWE, but these arenas love him.
Nice takedown, side headlock takedown by Punk. You know, we all know the history between
Dominic Ronson says, out of curiosity, Denise, did you see Indianapolis Motor Speedway during your time in Indy? I think I flew above it. Like, I saw it when I was looking out the window. I saw like a big giant racetrack, and I figured that was it. Unless it's another one. I'm pretty sure I saw it.
After the Rumble, John Cena, in a very uncharacteristic like Cena interview, he said in the post-show that it's about time he starts to think about himself and what's best for business, and he believes what's best
Juan
for
says
business
instead of Netflix and chill for tonight has been Netflix and glitch. Yeah, literally.
Himself in there. If you ask CM Punk, he's going to earn his way in.
Yes, he tweeted that out today, and again, that goes back to the history between Punk and Cena, one of the great rivalries of over a decade ago. Oh, and for Sami Zayn, so much has been said, Pat, about him and where he's at in his career at this point. Punk confronted him a couple of weeks ago, and he said, Sammy, listen,
I had been so thirsty this whole entire stream. I finally got a
tag match a couple of years ago.
Thank the Lord. I was dying of thirst. There were no opportunities to go run to the kitchen.
Sammy believed that.
You know, one of the things that I do give Sami Zayn credit, you know, he's been really hit a rough patch here over the past couple of months. But he just continues to drive forward each and every week. Never loses sight of what may happen. Never loses belief in himself.
His grit and perseverance and mental health and mental toughness.
King of Strong Style says, are we doing NXT tomorrow? I'm doing a review, not a watch along though, just the post show. Just the post show. But I will be here with Shinadu to chat some NXT. Yeah, last week I was sick, so there was no way I was doing that. I couldn't even keep my eyes open. I slept the whole day on Tuesday last week, which was great, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie.
Jeez.
It was awesome. Just laying on my couch, asleep.
Again,
Well, the sleeping part was awesome. The being sick part, not awesome.
That match goes on to WrestleMania. Oh, and there's that chop by CM Punk.
I love the slow motion chop that they just showed.
Full power right through the chest of Sami Zayn. And he returns one of his own to CM Punk.
And he says, someday you think you'll have your husband on the show wearing a mask?
Sammy's just got
I don't think he'll ever,
There's the leap
ever come out on one of my streams or one of my shows.
A bit of a power game here between
And
these
he's
two. I don't think
definitely not interested in that at all. And I prefer it that way, to be honest.
He did that 600.
I don't really want like too much of my personal life out there. I kind of like to keep some stuff private. So I personally, and I prefer it, to be honest. But he's definitely a lot more. He's very opposite of me when it comes to
and look at Sammy go.
you know, I put myself out there in a public forum, and I put so much of my life out there. He does not. He's a private person.
on
and is
Saturday.
a lot more
Saw CM
introverted
Punk
and
a bit
shy
earlier today.
and
He'd say he was a bit banged up.
not
And he said a lot
like
of that
me,
was
not
from that,
loud
a lot
and
of it was also
obnoxious
from
like
that
me.
fight he got in with Rollins
Like,
here at ringside.
but yeah, no,
They
he'll
were
probably
both
never
eliminated.
ever appear on any of these
Got
ever.
pretty
But
nasty
he
outside after they
obviously,
were all
you know,
eliminated from
watches
the
my
Rumble. All
stuff
the
and
dreams
sees
came
my
shattering
stuff and
down.
laughs at, you know,
They got a little bit
my
heated.
A nice swinging neck breaker by
my
CM
content
Punk.
that I put out with like
Days
Reg. Like he
today,
really likes
Rumble
Reg a whole
Saturday.
lot.
You still got an opportunity, CM Punk.
He likes all my co-hosts, of course, but he's known Reg a little longer and has hung out with him a couple of times. So he finds Reg very, very funny. But yeah, so
WWE
yeah, you
fans
probably will never see
and
him though on
electric
here.
Cleveland all night. You can tell it's WrestleMania season.
Right,
They're
exactly.
officially on the road to the
Like,
big event.
yeah, exactly, Isaac. Like I'm the
CM
public
Punk
one.
now.
Yeah, he's the private
Top rope.
one.
Sami Zayn, though, back to
You
his
gotta
feet.
like
Punk
respect
realizing
that, you know?
lost his balance
Like
and
myself,
Zayn
I have
took
to
control.
respect that too. Like I picked this life. He did not.
Great attack by Sami Zayn to reverse the.
It's Sami now high above the ring. Super push to CM Punk. Both men are down. Who's going to the chamber?
I feel bad because I want both CM Punk and Sami Zayn in the chamber. AJ Martin says, "Is your mic an Electra voice?" Yes, it is actually. I've had this mic for the longest time. I didn't even pay for it, to be honest. Shout out to F4W because they gave me this microphone. They gave me the whole audio setup. Like they're the ones who boosted my audio presentation. So shout out to them because I haven't had to buy a mic since they gave me this one. And I don't move nothing. Like I have a bunch of knobs and buttons. I don't move shit because if I move shit, I'm gonna have to be making phone calls, trying to figure out what I gotta fix. I'm not savvy when it comes to audio stuff. Like I don't know about that stuff. I just turn it on. Actually, don't ever turn it off. It's always on all the time. Like this mic is always hot. Always.
Your opinion. Which person?
Tiger Claw says Denise giving teacher vibes, waving that marker around. Dude, I have like my whiteboard. I have a whiteboard keyboard thing.
You imagine him
I have another whiteboard on the wall too.
not having an opportunity.
I truly think that was meant to be a
I
teacher.
agree with you a bit,
I
but
think that
also
was my true
it's so
calling in
important
life.
for Sami Zayn. Punk caught him. Punk for the win. Hook to the leg.
Double S says, you
Zayn
still do
stays in
stuff
it.
at F4W? Yes,
that
I do
window of opportunity.
weekly news
A
videos
man
for
who's been
them.
a four-time Intercontinental
I
champion,
do like
tag champion,
voiceover
NXT
stuff,
champion,
videos,
never been a world champion.
commercial
Punk has been a world
things
champion
that I edit for
on 5
them,
different occasions in
articles.
WWE. The
Yeah, I
window
still
is
do stuff
closing
with
for
them.
Sami Zayn. There's only certain opportunities. He may never get another opportunity at the world title for the rest of his career.
Valid. Same with CM
Yeah, I've
Punk.
been with them now. God,
Both
whew,
these
I'm gonna
men
say
think
like 5 years. I think 4.5 years, almost 5 years. It's been a long time.
Their time is now. And Cleveland split.
I love that the crowd is cheering for both Sammy and Pug. Like those are the guys that are,
Punk across the
you
ring.
know, obviously
Zayn
fan
misses.
favorites.
Punk misses as well, and a collision. Both men are down.
Double cross body. Both men had the same exact idea. Both men down and out. Both men want to get to the Elimination Chamber.
Karen
We had
Wilson says, hey Denise, when are you going to
high-stakes
upload your
matchup
Vegas
for
vlog? Oh
both
my
of
God, I
these
still
men
have
tonight.
all of the footage on my phone.
The chamber, your
I
last
still need to
shot.
do that. I'm going to hopefully work on it
battle for the
this week
world
or next
title at
week and get it
WrestleMania.
up. Yeah, I definitely have to. Or else it's like, that's what I was there for, obviously. So now I got to make sure to piece that all together. I kind of hate editing vlogs. It's not like editing. We're on a little bit of a commercial here. Or we
Cleveland,
were on the
Ohio
commercial.
tonight
Never
is
mind. I
hosting
didn't even
Monday
realize
Night
we
Raw
were on the
live
commercial.
Netflix, over 13,000 strong. Sami Zayn, CM Punk battling for an
I was
opportunity.
paying attention to
qualify
like
for
even the part
Elimination
that was
Chamber match
commercial of
3
the
on
match, and I
Saturday
didn't even realize
in
it.
Toronto. Cleveland has not been good to Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I kind of hate editing
Braun
vlogs
Breaker last
because
year
there's
ended
just
Sami
so
Zayn's
much.
reign as
I like
Intercontinental
doing
champion right
videos
here in
like
Cleveland,
other
Ohio.
videos that I do because they're easier to do.
Sammy, look at it.
But vlog videos I find difficult because you have so much footage and you're like, well, what do I show? What's
Sammy
interesting?
now.
What's not interesting?
Trying
And
to
what I've
drag
learned is that
Punk
the things that I think
into
aren't
position
interesting
for a
are
pin
the
here.
things that
Punk
end
is
up
hanging
being
on.
interesting.
And
And
Sami,
sometimes
again, his elbow.
I'm really bad when it comes to vlogs because this is what happened for the Royal Rumble. So I started shooting a vlog and then I never finished it. I'll do like the first day and a half and then I won't shoot anything else. And I'm really bad at that. Like I will do that all the time because I get caught up in everything else that I forget to do the vlog.
There is too much at stake.
So I have started so many vlogs that I never finished. So many unfinished vlogs.
WrestleMania.
But yeah, hopefully, but the Las Vegas one I did finish. I just need to put it together.
Could well be again. Punk went through a war on Saturday night.
Melissa, yes, I did get my tripod back. I got it back like 8 hours after, though. I struggled to get the lip guy to come back. He took a long time. Oh, we glitched again. Glitched again.
Shoulder section.
Again. Again.
Knee by Punk.
Again. My God.
For the win. And a
These glitches are so annoying.
CM Punk was going for a bulldog. Sami Zayn says, Blue Thunderball, which has put people away before.
Indeed. Just a couple of weeks back.
We got John here who says Raw Netflix main event. He's got the list. CM Punk and Seth. Okay, that was the first one. The following week, Balor versus Priest. The third week, Seth Drew. Fourth week, Sami Drew. The 4-way tie, Rollins, Drew, Punk, Sami. Oh yeah, you're right. It feels like it's mostly Sami, probably because he was in the ones back to back. Yeah, Drew was in 2 of them.
Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're doing now.
Out of desperation.
Yeah.
Now. Oh, and he went shoulder first.
Well, then today also Sami and Punk.
That time, instinctively moved out of harm's way. And now,
yeah, that seems about right. Thank you, John, for setting this in.
Yeah, but this one counts. Sami, nobody home. Punk rolls him up. Shoulders are down. Almost had him.
If Netflix raises, I say every time Netflix glitches, they lower their price for their subscription.
Submission move by Punk here. Sami Zayn in deep, deep trouble. Punk worked on the arm through the matchup to set him up for this.
Like, no, Netflix, you do not deserve to charge us an extra $1 this month, okay?
Stay in this WrestleMania opportunity on the line here.
It's in the middle of the ring. That thing's in deep.
The Sami chance in Cleveland. Punk's got it locked in good. He's tapped out many Hall of Famers with this move. And Sami trying to hang on, trying to drag himself and Punk to the corner. And to get to the ropes. Can he get there?
Close.
So close, and he finally does. And it's going to force a break, but Pat, has the damage been done?
There's certainly damage that has been done. But somehow Sami able to break it.
And now maybe it's Punk second-guessing himself that he couldn't put Zayn away there. Again, man, you just can't measure the heart of Sami Zayn. The reason he's been called the underdog of the underground for his entire career. That's what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. Move to the chamber, move a step closer to WrestleMania in Las Vegas.
John says, can't wait for Glitch to point at the WrestleMania sign. Yo, dude, it's glitching so much. It just glitched right now. Literally, as I was reading your super chat.
Again, delivers the knee to
My
Zayn.
goodness.
Look at it, Skyboy. Look at it. That's all from me. You're not on my level.
That's so mean. Why you gotta be so mean to Sami? They always do the same story with Sami too, by the way. They always make him into the underdog, even though he's had very major accomplishments. Oh, he's about to GTS them. No. Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought Sami was taking it. I thought that would have been a pretty interesting way for him to win.
I don't know.
That was close.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Nazir James says, this is the first time Raw is glitch. I'll let it slide, but it better not do this next week. Exactly. I agree. But since it's the first Raw of February, I say they lower the prices for February.
How could you not be?
All of the Netflix CEOs right now, I'm like, with this face.
Zayn unloading.
Hearing me
Punk
say that?
unloading.
What do you mean lower our
Critical
prices?
point of the matchup here. Both men worn down, physically beaten, bruised, and battered. Punk picks Sami out of the air. Went for the GTS. Sami countered again. Exploder by Zayn. It's his opportunity. It's Sami's chance.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Finish incoming.
Sami gonna punch his ticket to the elimination chamber. If he can connect. Remember the Haluva
Did
kick.
not get
Punk
it.
interception.
Joe,
GTS.
GTS, that's it. It's over, Sami. Oh, Sami. But I think we knew this one was definitely Punk's win to get. And CM Punk is officially in the Elimination Chamber along with John Cena. And already it's a super star-studded Elimination Chamber. And Netflix is glitching the fuck out.
Is a step closer to his dream.
Wow, this is just like completely malfunctioning right now. That's what she said. Blue Chew kills me. And if your dick is glitching, Blue Chew promo code Denise.
CM Punk scooped him. Sent him to sheep town.
Oh my God! Jesus! I don't even think I saw the replay. Bro.
3 weeks from Saturday. CM Punk and John Cena. All-star.
Oh my God.
Fill out.
Yo, Netflix is shitting the bed right now. Bro.
What an incredible match, Pat.
What a battle. What a duel. Throughout the entirety of it, and in the end, the second city sank. He's headed to the sixth for an opportunity.
Wow, this is just like glitching. Oh. My God, I really hope this is not like this next week. Well, they were doing just fine all the other weeks.
But for Zayn, the frustration has to stay because, you know, there's
wait, okay, attack Sami.
Kevin Owens.
Oh, and the glitch happened right as KO attacked Sami. But it happened. Oh my gosh, this is like a super cut. Here, this is like a super cut.
No, come on, Kevin, not this, not again, stop this.
Oh man, KO's eyes are like all messed up from the match with Cody.
Like Kevin Owens to Sami Zayn.
He's like, oh,
this dangerous, this delusional Kevin Owens, for some damn reason, has attacked Zayn tonight.
All right, there you go. That was the end of Raw. Okay, let me close out Netflix. Guys, just a heads up that right after this, I am going to do the post show with Santi. I usually give Santi a couple of minutes and then he joins. So probably in the next few minutes, Santi will be joining us and we will get our post show started. But in the meantime, everyone, I do want to go ahead and let you guys know all about Comic-Con Revolution. Attention to all wrestling fans in the Inland Empire and San Gabriel Valley areas of SoCal. Comic-Con Revolution is coming back to the Ontario Convention Center in Ontario, California on May 17th and May 18th. The Inland Empire's Fandom Fest has already announced some incredible wrestlers you'll be able to meet. The hardcore legend Mick Foley, multi-time world champion Booker T, and women's wrestling icon Mickie James. I got to attend Comic-Con Revolution last year, and I had the best time getting to chat with some of my favorite wrestlers. Plus, if you love Marvel, DC, have a beloved cartoon you go back to watch, or you stan Star Wars, Comic-Con Revolution is the place where fandoms of different worlds connect with the stars who bring it to life. Scheduled to appear alongside their wrestling industry guests are the voice cast of Teen Titans Go, Halo, Phineas and Ferb, all this, plus cosplayers and legends of the comic book world like Mark Bagley and Marv Wolfman. So don't miss out on your opportunity to attend Comic-Con Revolution May 17th and May 18th at the Ontario, California Convention Center. Get your tickets at ccrtix.com or check the link in the description box below of this video. Alrighty, everyone. What is up? If you are just joining the stream, in a couple of minutes, Santi will be joining me, and we will go ahead and get right into our Raw review. But I do want to give Santi a couple of minutes until he hops onto the stream. So in the meantime, I am going to stall for time as well as read some of the super chats here that are coming in. So thank you so much to everybody. We got Corey MacArthur here who says, oh wait, hold on. Which one am I on? Oh, I'm behind. Okay, this is from John Taylor here who says, can't wait for Glitch to point at the WrestleMania sign. At this point, the glitch is in the Elimination Chamber. The glitch was in the Royal. The glitch was in the it's gonna be in the Elimination Chamber. The glitch is gonna be in WrestleMania. The glitch was the star of the show tonight. We got John Taylor who also says, so you're saying Sammy's road to WrestleMania hit a glitch? Yeah, definitely. John says, this is like back in the day when a CD is really scratched and you just want to listen to your favorite song. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. And you're hearing it like, I used to hate that so much. There is nothing worse than you'd be vibing to a song and then one day it just stopped working. Oh, the absolute worst. I haven't thought about that in forever. Corey says, are you enjoying your dual monitor setup at home because of your husband? And I know it's a whole new world for you and making things better. Yes, I'm actually, it makes it easier now for me to tweet during the shows because before it was hard to stream and tweet. So now I can stream and tweet during the shows. I'm able to pull up my notes and have them here instead of having them on a small, tiny screen. So it is 100% so much better to have the second monitor. Thank you, Corey, for asking. Juan says, got a glitch needing a scratch? Blue Chew is for you. John Taylor says, Comic-Con Revolution is the best thing to happen to the Inland Empire since the Young Bucks were born. It's very, very fun, by the way. I really did go last year and had the best time. It was so packed too. Like a lot of people were there, all dressed up to the nines in their cosplay, and they had a lot of food stands. It was very, very cool. Very, very cool. Rudio says, solid Raw after Rumble BTW. I see the back of my head in that Comic-Con commercial. Happy Mania season, Denise. Are you seriously in the commercial, Rudio? Send me a screenshot when you can of who you are in the commercial. They provided me with that footage, obviously, unless you're talking about the picture, because the footage of the people like at the Comic-Con convention, that was obviously provided to me by Comic-Con Revolution. And then the photos too. So yes. So let me know who you are. That's great. You made it into the ad. It's amazing. Yeah, shout out to Comic-Con Revolution. For reals, guys. If you are in the Inland Empire, please go to the show. Have a good time. And they have a heavy wrestling influence, and as well as, you know, other things. We mentioned them here on the video as well. So those are definitely some fun things to do while you're at Comic-Con Revolution. They had the Twisted Metal ice cream truck last time. I thought that was very cool. I was a fan of that for sure. Anyway, thank you so much, Rudio, for the super chat. All right, guys, I'm still waiting for Santi. If you're here right now, give us a second. And once he joins, we will kickstart this Raw post show. We got Ender Buckley here who says glitch versus vacant. For reals. Fucking glitch took a personality of its own today. Man. Charles Credle says, how the glitch stole WWE, the movie. Oh, yes, yes. Joy J says, you know exactly when in the song it skips, you end up skipping the singing the skip. Oh, no, you're the worst. Oh, man. All right, glitch on a pole match. Netflix's glitch. Obviously, it's just weird, right? Because they had it really together. Like everything was so I remember when the big fight happened with Tyson and Jake Paul, and everybody was talking about how bad it was. And I thought to myself, oh my God, Netflix is not going to have their shit together for Raw. It's going to be awful. And I was like really, really nervous about that. And then they did the football game and everything was fine. So I figured like, okay, you know, everything's fine on that end. So everything will be good for Raw. And Raw has been great the last couple of weeks. I have had no issues whatsoever. But today, it just shit the bed completely though. Completely shit the bed because they, especially towards the end of the show, like watching the Kevin Owens attack on Sami Zayn was brutal because you just see KO appear and then out of nowhere it just jumps to like a sequence and you're like, wait, we just totally missed the in-between of how he even got there. It was just not good at all. But hey, hopefully it's not like this next week. If it's like this next week, then we got a real problem. But so if it's just a 1 week thing, all right, fine. It was annoying for this week, but hopefully it's not like this all the time. John Taylor says when Jade Cargill, I'm that glitch. Oh no, I'm that glitch. That's hilarious. Thank you so much, John Taylor. All right. Juan Ortega says Glitchamania. I just finished my story. G Money says life's a glitch. Double S glitch in the blank bank. Davion Washington says Netflix glitch for undisputed WWE champion. Juan Ortega says Raw is glitch. Oh man. Double S last man glitching match. Seth glitching Rollins. 2 out of 3 glitches. Man, keep them coming. Glitch of glitches, King of Kings. It's time to play the game. It's time to glitch the game. I'm bad at these. That's why I let everybody else do them. Nick Blue says I'm the glitch of glitchyality. Rally Cap says glitch 316. Oh man. And yes, thank you, Ebony Precious says everybody hit that like and subscribe so Denise can get to 200k subscribers. Guys, it is so pathetic. I have been trying to get to 200k since the last year. I feel like a loser, so make sure you guys click that subscribe button because it's taking a while. And so I had said, okay, the end of 2024 I'm going to hit 200k, and then it didn't happen. And then I said the end of January 2025, I am going to hit 200K. And then it didn't happen. And right now, February 3rd, 7:37 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, waiting for Santi. I'm at 198, 938, and I still need someone do the math. It's like 1,162. I think I did the math right. I'm not sure. So please, hit that subscribe button, guys, because if I keep saying at the end of this, at the end of that, it's just not happening. It's not for you, baby. It's not happening. That's how I feel right now. I'm starting to glitch. Okay, this is getting sad. I'm gonna have to. Never mind. Whatever. I'm done. All right, we got John Taylor who says Hogan comes out, crowd glitching. Oh man. Bryn Hawkins says, I'm thinking that with AJ's on Raw, Drew's going to SmackDown and the transfer window glitches Raw. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna bring up that Drew McIntyre is an interesting topic right now, guys, because there was all these reports that he like walked out of the show. They're saying like it's not an angle, like this is legit. We didn't see Drew on the show here today. So it's Drew's we're Drew when Santi comes in, we'll make sure to get into the topic of Drew McIntyre as well, because who the hell knows what is going on with that and what is going to happen. And I'm still sort of waiting on like more details to come out, because again, there's just a lot that we still don't know. But Bryn Hawking, thank you so much for the super chat. Hopefully we figure that all out with Drew McIntyre. All right, and we got WWE Glitchamania 41. That's funny. Oh, I love it. Dragon says, Santi's assistant here. He says he'll be ready to go in a few. Oh, thank you so much to everybody who's letting me know here on the Twitch channel. I love this. It says, Santi said everybody on Twitch to let me know that he's almost coming. That's so funny because I'm out here stalling for time. Have you ever stalled for time live with a bunch of people watching you stall for time, guys? Think about that. Soundwave 80 says glitch-a-rooney. Oh my God. 5 time glitch-a-rooney. Oh my God, that's freaking glitching. so funny. Oh my God, that's so great. That's so great. Joseph Bosa says he sent people on Twitch to Denise mainly to say he's reading his super chats. Yes, Santi and I, when we decided to collaborate together on this Raw post show, we discussed this. Like, we knew this was going to be a thing that he would take a couple of minutes until he hopped onto the stream. So this is something that we had discussed very early on into the first phone call we had. Like, I told him, don't worry about it. You make your money, you do your thing, and when you're ready, you can hop onto the stream and we'll do our thing. So yes, guys, I am fully, this is 100% what we agreed upon, because it's just like, it's just what you do, right? Like, certain shows just get more attention than other shows and require a little bit more extra talking time. So yeah, it's good. John Taylor says, Denise's assistant here, she's in a glitchy mood. Hey, John, you want to be my assistant? I got no assistant. I really need an assistant. Legit. Legit. Fernando Perez says, oh, this is a good question. What was the loudest pop for the Rumble Live? I'm going to say it was, for the women, I feel like it was Alexa Bliss, Jordan Grace, Nikki. I think Alexa's was probably the biggest. I think Alexa for the women. For the men, Joe Hendry's, of course, Roman Reigns, of course. Like, the big ones like Roman, CM Punk, John Cena, those were the big ones. So on the other side of it, like, guys who are not as, big as them, it was Joe Hendry. And then who else got like a really big reaction? I would say those were probably your biggest reactions for sure. Speed, for him, it was mostly the actual moments. The moment, I think, was what got like a big reaction versus like him actually coming out. But he did get a nice little reaction though, for sure. I'm trying to think who else did I forget that had a really good reaction. Anyways, we got Soundwave 80s who says Raw is glitch galore for yeah, they just hopefully need to not, as long as it's, we should not be talking about this next week. If we're talking about this glitch, Juan Ortega says Lilo and glitch. If we're talking about this glitch next week, guys, then we have a real problem. Today, it's funny. Slightly annoying, but at least we can laugh about it. Next week, we got a real problem. We got John Taylor here who says, you can't afford me. You can't afford me, literally. I probably can't. Legit, probably can't. Thank you so much, John Taylor, also for the super chat here. We got Juan Ortega says Lilo and glitch. Isaac Zeladon says, I believe in glitch Hendry. Freaking wild. Ebony says Alexis Bliss has got a huge pop when she came out. Yeah, I feel like, Ender Buckley just said that came through while watching. Oh, yes, AJ Styles also got a very nice reaction for sure. Tavion says, I show glitch. It's so funny. But yeah, Alexa Bliss was definitely the biggest. And I feel like Angel says real problem. Why? Because nobody wants to watch a show with glitches. If it continues next week and the week after that, then we got a problem, because it's like, we don't want to watch a show with glitches. Nobody wants to watch that. But as long as it's like a 1 week thing, we could laugh about it. But let's just not have this happen every week. So yeah. Alexa glitch. Wait, Stony Angel says I just glitched right now. No, I got that. It's like the virus. Instead of the virus, you get the glitch. John Taylor says I'm kind of looking at the camera. Glitch. Hey, in the last 5 to 10 minutes, I have said the word glitch like 100 freaking times. That is insane. Oh my gosh. Luis Arturo says we protest if glitches continue. Trevor Al says 99 problems and glitch ain't one. Do glitches get stitches? Armin says the Wyatt glitch. Christopher Snow glitch into a Slim Jim. Rick Greenwald says, can you smell what the glitch is cooking? Short King the Goat says that damn glitch had me thinking Wyatt 6 were coming out. Blue here says hell in a glitch. Nick Blue says glitch better have my money. Oh my God. Darkwing 19, you should become a glitch streamer. Dead. Luis says I really did just glitch on YouTube. What the F? Did I really? What the hell? No way. Justin Perard says the glitches give the show a 0. It was a good show. Look, honestly, it was. It went by really, really fast. So I felt like that for me, like once I looked at the clock and an hour and 20 minutes had passed by and it was the first time I had actually looked at the clock, that was a really good sign. When you look at the clock and you're 25 minutes in, that's not good. But this one was like an hour and like 15 and everything was okay. Like an hour and 20 was when I looked at the clock for the first time on the show. So it was good. Justin Pereira, thank you so much for the super chat. We got John Taylor here who says, Glitch Blade, Jay White gets your glitches running. My God. Clown 13420 says, quote the glitch nevermore. Rick, you can't glitch me. Oh my God. My mouth is exhausted from saying glitch. Think about it, guys. I want everybody right now to say glitch out loud. Glitch. Because it like messes with your tongue, you know? GL. You got to do the glitch. All right. Let's say, guys. Santi needs to get in here now. I'm inventing stuff already. I'm inventing stuff. Everybody tell Santi Denise has lost it. She's glitching now. She doesn't even know what to say anymore. Dr. J. Merritt says, son of a glitch. Glitch-a-rooney. Hunter Tiger says, Denise with the mouth, dude. Denise, it glitches. That's what I'm saying. It is actually a very hard thing to say. That's funny. Blue says, Denise, you jinxed yourself. You started to glitch while reading glitch puns. You can't write this. What the F? I wasn't glitching at all during the show, so I don't know what happened. Good Cuddy says, just popped in, so nobody want to talk about the show. Kid Cuddy, so I am currently waiting for Santi. As soon as he comes in, we will start the post show. The post show has not started. We are stalling for time. And right now my stalling for time skills are definitely being put out there because yeah. So give it a second. We'll give it a second. That's why thank you to everybody who is keeping the chat moving, keeping the chat going so that we can stall for time. All right, Kid Cuddy, thank you so much for the super chat. You know, it'd be so funny though, how many people are coming in and thinking that the post show is just me talking about glitches. This is not the post show, guys. We've not started. I swear I am far more professional than this. Once the actual post show starts, trust me, I am professional, okay? You're not going to hear me talk about silly nonsense. Professional. Kid Cuddy, thank you so much, man. Sarah says glitch it off. It's funny. Hey, Zach Minger had a birthday yesterday. Dude. Happy late birthday. I hope you had a great one, man. I really, really do. February, baby. Love it. Red and pink month. Great stuff. McTaru says, what if Santi is glitched? Who knows? Maybe the glitch took him. He got sucked into a glitch void and just vanished. He vanished into some Netflix universe and he's going to reincarnate on Wednesday. He's just going to come out on Wednesday, the show. Or maybe he'll come out in Stranger Things. He's just going to like pop out on Stranger Things. That's going to be his new thing. I don't know. We'll see. McTaro, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. Oh no, the glitchathon. Let's see what else we have here. Don't worry, guys. I promise you we will get into Raw in just a second. We got Matt Logan here who says, KO, Sammy. I assume it's for Toronto. That would be sick. That would definitely be sick. Especially, of course, you know, Toronto Elimination Chamber. Definitely would be cool to see that. All right. Let me see what everyone here is saying. Oh, thank you, Rob. He likes the silly nonsense. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. Yeah, I feel this, Blaine. He says she's drowning in the glitch. I really am, though. I really am drowning in the glitch. Nick Blue says I'm a glitch bitch. Angel's like, Santi's having a yap fest right now. Oh, no. Glitching with Dom. It's Brittany, bitch. That's so funny. Oh, no. All right, Davion Washington says Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn finna be a movie. It's great. Hold on, let me just see what's going on here. Make sure I didn't miss anything on. Nothing. All right. Oh, this is what Santi. I'm not Santi. Sheldon. Oh my gosh, Santi's here. Santi.
Sorry, I was having tech issues.
Okay. You will not believe it. In the last 10 minutes, I think I said the word glitch 100 times. People thought my post show was going to be about glitching the whole show.
Man, what was going on there? Netflix took, I would say, its first big L since taking over.
No, it really, really did. It really, really did. But no worries, we're good. Let me get our graphic, and then we'll go ahead and start our show. Where's your graphics?
I have our graphic up.
No, I know. I'm
ready.
looking for my graphic. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're like, I had this whole time to be prepared, and I wasn't prepared. But let's do this, guys. Let's do this post show. Ready? Let's do our countdown. 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Speak Now Pro Wrestling. It is Monday, February 3rd, and we are here to talk about Raw is glitch. Netflix is glitch. I don't really know what to talk about, but we got Santi Zap in here. Santi, welcome to the show. Nice to see you, man.
Hello, hello. How's your Royal Rumble hangover?
Dude, I had all of Sunday to kind of calm down and relax a little bit. So I was feeling good all through Sunday. I just like chilled in my couch. I did a couple of videos, nothing too crazy, and then watched the Grammys. So I felt really good. I really, really did. Like overall, it was just a nice Sunday just to relax and readjust myself for the actual week. But I kind of hate weeks like this though, because I really do get backed up like on everything else. So I feel like I'm like a little hamster wheel where nothing is ever actually being done. I just keep running and running on this hamster wheel.
Now, it's going to feel like that for like the next several months too, with WrestleMania, like in the world of content creation and with you probably flying all over the place for wrestling related things. Oof, good luck.
Well, I'm going to be in your neck of the woods for Elimination Chamber. I still haven't planned my trip, but I will see you there.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into Monday Night Raw, everybody, because I thought, aside from all of the Netflix tech issues and all of that, I really did think this was a fun show for Raw, primarily because it flew by. Santi, did you feel the same way?
I felt the same way about every episode of Raw so far. Out of the ones that have been like 2 hours and 30 minutes, it's like, it's the sweet spot. I look at the clock, I'm like, oh, we're well past 2 hours at this point. What a pleasant surprise. Meanwhile, I'll look at the clock when SmackDown is on, and I'm like, oh, we got to be on like going towards hour 3 here, right? And it's like 15 minutes have gone by. Somehow, SmackDown drags its ass, and Raw, you blink and it's at the very end. It's just such a good and such a well-paced show as well.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. That's literally how I feel. If I look at the clock and a lot of time has gone by, it's really just them saying like, okay, this was a good show because you didn't even bother to look at the clock. But nah, don't even remind me about SmackDown being 3 hours because that shit stresses me out still to this day. But let's go ahead and dive right in because there's quite a bit that we got to get into. Of course, this show is the first Raw after the Royal Rumble, which was just absolutely, it was a very, very fun show with a lot of surprises. Of course, everybody was talking about that shock of an ending. Santi, of course, I got to get your thoughts on that, man. Your moment when you realized that your boy John Cena was eliminated. What did you feel in your heart and soul?
The thing is I went in with the concrete realization that Cena wasn't winning this. You thought he was going to. You were pretty dead set on it. That was your pick. I never bought into it. I'm like, his story is going to be to lose, and they're going to build on that. But then he got to the final 2, and I was like, oh my God, he's gonna win. And then I bought it because I was like, I'm not gonna break my own heart by believing that Cena's gonna win. And then, God damn it, I bought in. I bought in just to have my heart broken. This is why I didn't want to buy in, because now I'm a sad 32-year-old man crying about a man with a really bright blue shirt not being able to main event WrestleMania, Denise.
Dude, I think for me, it wasn't even that I was like, oh, John Cena absolutely has to win this. It's just, I thought, okay, if it's not John Cena, it's going to be CM Punk. And I felt silly. I felt silly that I didn't see Jey Uso's victory coming. And for me, I know this one has had people torn, right? There's people that are like, why the F did Jey Uso win? And then there's people that are like, I'm so happy Jey Uso won. I think for me, I wasn't like upset that he won. I just didn't think he was going to win because he had those opportunities to win the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, we just watched him and Gunther at Saturday night's main event. So I think I was thinking more along the lines of somebody who hadn't had a chance at getting their hands on the gold to actually, go and win. And so that's what I was thinking. But even though when John Cena lost, part of me, it was mixed emotions because I thought, holy shit, what did I just see? But at the same time, I kind of loved that I did not see that ending coming. I loved that I really, really thought John Cena was winning this, and then he didn't. And Jey Uso, that gets us into today's start of Raw. Jey Uso today going out there and cut this promo that I shouldn't even call a promo because he literally just went out there and spoke to the people and had a teary moment, got very emotional talking about how this happened. This moment finally happened for him. And the crowd is giving him this massive standing ovation. Santi, I couldn't help. I can't be a hater and be like, oh, I didn't want Jey Uso to win the Rumble. I can't be that way when this is his reaction and this is how important, you can tell how important and how much this means to him.
For sure. There's no denying that this means a lot to him, and there's no denying that he's put in the blood, sweat, and tears into the WWE and into the world of professional wrestling. So anyone can relate to this, right? Somebody that spent so long trying to climb the mountain, somebody that was seen as not somebody that could climb that mountain, finally getting that moment. It's an easily relatable moment. I still understand why people don't like Jey Uso winning. And I also understand why people love Jey Uso winning. I'm literally Humpty Dumpty. I'm on the fence. I'm sitting here. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I just need to see what the narrative is with Jey Uso. And if it's bad, then I'll be out there with the pitchforks too. If it's great, then fantastic. But I really am a blank canvas when it comes to Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble. I just need to be sold on it. And it did help seeing that sad, happy, visceral reaction, that human reaction from Jey Uso. That's what I wanted to see. And I'm so glad that we didn't get just him yeeting every other word. What's funny? Last week, you and I roasted Jey Uso's 7-minute entrance with Quavo, and we felt like this is stupid. This is out of place. What are they doing? This should have been that entrance. That celebratory entrance should have just happened here. But listen, I also get your why you're trepidatious about Jey Uso with regards to you've just seen him recently. I feel like we just need to treat Saturday night's main event like it's not real canon. Because Saturday night's main event, if you think about it, all of its biggest moments were buried in the Royal Rumble. Jey Uso just going back into the Rumble and winning, and it kind of made everything that happened at Saturday night's main event just not matter. Braun Strowman coming back after being murdered and eliminating Jacob Fatu. That was the biggest moment of Saturday night's main event. And it was it never happened. So I feel like the best way to get on board with Gunther versus Jey is to pretend like Gunther versus Jey didn't happen at Saturday night's main event, because it feels like WWE is pretending like it didn't happen either.
So, okay, I guess that is probably the best way to go about it, because here's the thing. I feel like there's not excitement in the air when you say Jey Uso versus Gunther at WrestleMania. It doesn't hit the same if you were to say Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk, which is what you and I spent a whole lot of time talking about last week. That has a different kind of ooh, let me sit up and get excited about this, versus if you're talking about Gunther and Jey Uso, you're like, you know what, I'm going to lay back just a little bit and not get, super excited about this. And here's the thing, now what they have to do from here on out is get us excited about this. Now, clearly my predictions have been off, but I still don't think that we're going to see Jey Uso versus Cody. That's not what I'm expecting. I think everyone here is expecting for him to obviously go against Gunther. And today, seeing him in this promo with Gunther, I do think they did two good things because they need to get us excited about this match. If this is your WrestleMania main event for a night one, I presume, you got to get excited about that. I thought they did a really good job with one, Jey Uso, like you said, doing this very, very emotional Raw promo, getting teary-eyed. Of course, we're going to connect with that, all of that, right? But two, Gunther has been really, really punching down at Jey Uso, making him feel like shit, right? Like all of these really mean things that he has been saying about how he's not on his level. He said that this does nothing for him and his legacy. He's like, it would be so much better if I was facing someone like John Cena or, you know, whoever else that he names. And he said, like, not you. And he keeps punching him down. I do want to see Jey Uso finally get to the point where, you know what? I'm tired of you talking your shit. I am going to prove you wrong. And I think that's what I wanted to see here tonight. I didn't want Jey Uso to say, oh, I'm going to go to SmackDown and talk to Cody Rhodes. I didn't want that. I wanted him to come out and flat out say, you know what, Gunther, I'm tired of your shit. I'm tired of all of the things that you have said to me. I'm a former Intercontinental Championship. I have, you know, my family has a great legacy. I won the Royal Rumble. I outlasted 29 other men. I eliminated John Cena. And now I'm coming for your championship and I'm going to prove you wrong. I feel he should have just went out there and just said who he was coming for instantly instead of basically trying to stall. I feel like they could have cut out the whole stalling portion for the next few weeks.
Yeah, I'm very curious what Gunther means with regards to I'm going to make your life a living hell if you pick me from now until WrestleMania, because Gunther is pretty dead set on not facing Jey Uso, not because he's scared of him, just because he sees him as lesser than, which I guess I don't really know how to feel about that being the plot, like the Royal Rumble winner being seen as like beneath champion. I don't know if I can get on board with that, but it does work to Gunther's character, and that is kind of how he lost to Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. We also have to wait and see. Maybe the CM Punk favor comes into play. Maybe it becomes a triple threat. I just feel like it needs something to spice it up. And I wouldn't be feeling that way if we didn't get Jey Uso versus Gunther at Saturday night's main event already. It just feels like it just happened too soon or not that long ago. And it wasn't that good. It was good, but it wasn't like, oh yeah, we need to run this again at WrestleMania, please. It wasn't to that level. So there is a lot. I feel like there is an uphill battle for the WWE to get people excited for Jey Uso versus Gunther. There's an uphill battle as well to get people, the Jey Uso haters, to get on the bandwagon. But then again, Denise, you and I, we're online gremlins. We see the Jey Uso hate, but if you saw that arena, there didn't seem to be any. So it could also be a world where we are a vocal minority. That means absolutely jack diddly shit, Denise. And at the end of the day, it is about crowd reactions. It is about merch sales. And Jey Uso truly is over in the eyes that matter. That just might be the case.
That is true. I feel like sometimes you do see more of that negativity online, and then on the show, everyone's like, everyone's vibing. It looks like a concert. You would never know that this guy was, that people were legitimately upset that he won the Royal Rumble. Let's get into some of these super chats. We got John Taylor here who says, glitchity glitch 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 on a sandwich, then eating a Twix while Denise gets rich while waiting for Santi to get his ass off of Twitch.
Nice.
All right,
nice.
John, you win for that one.
Hey, in my defense, when Denise was trying to recruit me into this cult, I told her about the Twitch, that I was like, I'm going to be late literally every night. I told her.
Yeah, I was telling everybody about that right before. I was like, guys, don't worry, Santi. Like, we knew this was going to happen. Like, it's okay. I'm going to stall for time. It'll be fine. We got Gurjeet Pabla here who says Santi pulled a Santino Marella.
Wait, in what way? What did I do?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe you just came in like Santino Marella. I don't know.
Okay.
It could be
Denise
worse.
Salcedo.
As like Santina. You could have came in as Santina. That would have been interesting.
Maybe.
We got Soundwaves 80s here who says, has Alexa Bliss showed up in her hometown? I might have missed something while I was away for a moment. No, Alexa Bliss wasn't on today's show. No, she didn't appear on today's show. No, she wasn't on, unfortunately. I did
I
want to
think
see
that was
her.
from when you were streaming.
What do you mean?
Well, I think the message like has Alexa showed. It just seemed like this came during Raw.
No, this came, at least I don't think so. No, this came afterwards. This
Okay,
came
all right.
afterwards. Yeah. Heidi Ho says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a baby face is Tiffany going to be when she has a face-off with Charlotte? Like 1,000?
Yeah.
1,000. Let's get into that right now since Heidi Ho brought up the topic. We had Charlotte Flair go out there, and it's interesting because, of course, Charlotte Flair just came back. She was gone for over a year, torn ACL. I think she had also said torn meniscus. I mean, like her whole knee was completely busted, guys. And of course, you know, she rehabbed, she came back, she wins the Royal Rumble, and Charlotte Flair gets so much hate. She gets a lot of hate. And she's technically right now not a heel or a babyface, and she just came back. But she went out there and she was trying to cut this promo, Santi, where she's talking about this real life situation where she's like, I fucked up my knee, you know, and I missed all of you guys. Like, this is the longest I've ever been gone from pro wrestling. I never thought that, you know, I would come back and, you know, still be the Charlotte Flair, blah, blah, blah. She's getting into this really deep promo, and the crowd is booing her. They're not having it. There were some cheers, but they were completely drawn out by the boos. And so it was like this weird, almost play fighting between Charlotte and the crowd, where she wanted to be embraced from the crowd, is what I gathered, but they just weren't embracing her. So before we get to the Rhea part of it, what did you think of this part with Charlotte trying to win over the crowd?
This will go over your head because I made this reference before, but people in your chat will know what I'm talking about. This was the crowd telling Charlotte, oh no, did somebody get addicted to crack from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? They weren't having her sob story. They didn't care. They were not having it. They were not interested. They weren't hearing it. And I kind of love the fact that Charlotte was playing into it. I felt like that was brilliantly executed. The way she kept trying to tell people about this story that clearly no one cared about, while also embracing the boos, acknowledging the boos. I felt like it was this like character that was trying to toe the line, but was so obnoxious with how she was towing the line that I have no other, I guess, course of action but to say that that's a heel. That's just a heel pretending to be a babyface, in my opinion. That's what I'm seeing. And we've seen that before, being a little bit more overtly out in the open, but I do believe that Charlotte Flair has to be heel in this situation, regardless of who she's going up against. I am concerned for Tiffany Stratton as a babyface. By the way, I will say that we've never seen it. In NXT, she was heel the entire time of her run. She's been heel here, kind of, even though she's now going up against heels and Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. But one of the things that I've always kind of had in the back of my head is like, I'd be concerned because she reminds me so much of The Miz with her character work, that she would be rejected as a babyface like The Miz was rejected as a babyface, because she's so good at playing this heel character that she plays that I have a hard time envisioning what a babyface version of that looks like. It might still be the same character, but she just goes up against heels. That would be interesting. But in this situation, the crowd is going to be so on Tiffany Stratton's side. So on her side.
I remember thinking that Tiffany Stratton was going to turn babyface after the stuff with Nia Jax, because of the way that Nia Jax and Candice LeRae had been treating her. They made it seem like they were setting up Tiffany Stratton for her babyface turn. So she wins the title, right? And the first promo that she does back, I'm like, why am I getting heel Tiffany vibes? I thought she was going to be a babyface, and I found myself being confused there that we weren't seeing a babyface Tiffany Stratton. And I think, yeah, you're right. This is going to be a situation where she's, I do think that the crowd will buy into Tiffany Stratton being a babyface with Charlotte. And the only reason I say that is I just go back to the Elimination Chamber and the way that people were reacting to Tiffany, the way that they were reacting to her then, the way that they were reacting to her when she won the Money in the Bank briefcase. When she cashed it in. I feel like the crowd does want to cheer for Tiffany. as a baby face. I do think that they are curious about what that would look like, because even to me, it felt like they left that taste in my mouth. Like, oh my God, like I kind of want to go a little further and see, hey, what does a babyface Tiffany Stratton look like? A full on, let's not tease it. Let's not just do it sporadically. No, let's really give into this. So I don't think that she would be doomed as a babyface. I think if anything, the crowd would definitely embrace it. But yeah, Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte is gonna. I think there's gonna be a lot of spotlight on this, not just because it's the comparisons between Tiffany and Charlotte, but are we going to see the same thing play out that we saw between Charlotte and Rhea when Charlotte first went up against Rhea, when Rhea was just starting out at WrestleMania 36, when she was the champion and, took the title off of Rhea? That was the moment that I think a lot of people were like, damn, man, like, why'd you do that to Rhea? People were not happy about that. I don't want to see that happen to Tiffany Stratton. I don't think it will. I think WWE is a little bit more aware of what that would do.
Oh,
maybe.
Denise. Oh,
come
Denise.
on, Santi. Come on. Am I crazy?
Death, taxes, and Charlotte Flair winning championship gold. You've heard me say this before. I said it before the Rumble. I said it before the Rumble. Death, taxes, and Charlotte Flair winning everything when she comes back. People said, no, they're not going to do it. They're not going to give the Rumble to Charlotte. And here they are. If Charlotte goes up against Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania, it is a coin toss. It is not like, oh, of course Tiffany has to win. It's up in the air. Charlotte Flair could absolutely and very realistically win that, even though I would hate that. I would want Tiffy to continue her run. I don't think that they would bring Julia into this, but they talked about the possibility of her going to NXT. So are we expecting Charlotte on NXT tomorrow?
Yeah, she said, oh, I'm going to NXT. She said, I'm looking for to see who inspires me. Does Julia inspire me on NXT? Does Tiffany inspire me on SmackDown? Right. So no, I am expecting to see her on NXT tomorrow, but I don't think it would be a good idea to see Charlotte defeat Tiffany Stratton. It just would not. It would pump the brakes on Tiffany Stratton. Yeah. It would really make Charlotte Flair, and I don't want to say like she already has this heat on her that's not necessarily, it's a mixture, right? It's a mixture of heel heat, because Charlotte Flair is a great hero, but it's also a mixture of like, oh, she always wins everything and she doesn't put the other women over. That's what a lot of people say. That's why she gets so much of this backlash. And I feel bad because I'm like, come on, Charlotte, like prove the people wrong. Prove the people wrong. Like show them you are here to not only have the career that you are meant to have, but also, work and put over some of the other women too, which of course, her and her match with Rhea at WrestleMania 39 was stupendous. It was awesome. So glad that we got to see Rhea go out there. So let's get to that portion of it, because Rhea, damn, I felt like we saw something from Rhea that we hadn't seen in a while, Santi. Like she's been angry. She's been mad, sure, with Liv Morgan. But today she was pissed. She was angry. She was disrespected by Charlotte Flair. So she goes out there and confronts her. And she says, look, Charlotte, I respect you. But I want you to pick me. I want you to pick me because I've already beat you at WrestleMania. And of course, Charlotte reminded her, yeah, you beat me, but I also beat you. So they're tied 1-1 with each of them at a WrestleMania victory. And Rhea, when Charlotte said she was going to go see about Julia, when she was going to go see about Tiffany Stratton, Rhea took that as a disrespect. And the way she fired back to Charlotte, oh, I was like, yes, this is the Rhea that we have not seen in a while. Serious, angry, competitor. That is what I want to see. And this got me really excited, even though, of course, I'm not expecting them to run this match back. I did love the segment between them today.
I loved what we got out of Rhea specifically. And this further, I believe, the idea that Charlotte is a heel by calling Rhea Ripley a kid. Like this shows me, the fact that you decided to try and pull the trigger on this so quickly that, you're trying to get answers now, that you are still that kid from all of those years ago. And that's kind of what triggered that Rhea Ripley that I feel just we haven't seen in a really, really long time. I feel like we got glimpses of her during like her angry portions at Dominic Mysterio, in the early portions of the Dom, Liv, and Rhea Ripley love triangle, but then that like super vicious Rhea Ripley just kind of seemed to disappear. Even like the War Games, Rhea Ripley just didn't have that like bite that she had at the start of that feud. And I feel like we got it here again. She's always had it. It's just sort of not been put to the forefront here over the last several months. And I'm glad that it's back. It does seem to me that all roads are eventually pointing to Io versus Rhea based on how things played out tonight.
Yeah, so we'll kind of merge that conversation into what we got here with the Women's Elimination Chamber qualifier match, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. Before this, we kind of had a moment where Io and Rhea were backstage, but Io gets attacked by Liv Morgan, and then Raquel ends up attacking Rhea, right? But during the actual qualifier match, we got a phenomenal matchup between Liv and Io. They got so much time. They were working so smooth with each other. Both girls were working. They had their working shoes on. However, this ends in a DQ where Rhea Ripley accidentally so she basically goes down. She charges down. She attacks Raquel from behind, but then she hits Liv Morgan, and that is what ends up essentially, calling for the bell. And so she ruined Io Sky's opportunity because it ends in a DQ. So obviously Io Sky is super pissed off at Rhea Ripley, which she rightfully should be. And Rhea is apologetic, but clearly, even though you're kind of upset for Io here too, this at least lends a little bit of a positive light where I think a lot of people are expecting to see Io versus Rhea. And this is now like the third tease that we've gotten, maybe the second between both of them.
Yeah. To me, like the teases are enough, and I feel like this is a misdirection. I still think that we're gonna get Io in the chamber. Funny enough, when those two were paired, I was like, man, what a bummer. Both of them should be in the chamber, because the last two chamber matches, Liv Morgan has been an MVP. She's been pulling out some crazy moves in the Elimination Chamber. And I would have loved to see Io Sky as well, because it's Io freaking Sky. But somebody in the chat did remind me they do routinely do the last chance triple threat or fatal four-way match to get the last opportunity. So I foresee that being the case here, especially with the way that she lost here being a disqualification. I do foresee that we're still going to get Io Sky in this Elimination Chamber match. I feel like it would be a huge miss to not have one of the most talented high flyers on the roster in a match that's really conducive of crazy moves like what Io Sky can bring. Denise, I'm just sold on Io versus Rhea at this point. If the idea is to do Charlotte versus Tiffany, if we're locked in on that, I'm locked in on Rhea versus Tiffany Stratton. I don't need Liv again. I love Liv, but I've already seen it. Been there, done that. It doesn't seem like Alexa Bliss will probably get put into that world title picture. I don't see it. We didn't see Jordynne Grace tonight. So it's still a very thin field in the women's division on Monday Night Raw. So Io's the play.
I think so too. I'm with you. I'm also locked in on Io and Rhea. That's been what they've teased. We know that Io can go. We know Rhea can go, and they'll have that kind of a match that we want to see. We got Blinging with Kimberly, who says, for what he did for my son, I was overjoyed. Kimberly shared a story about how Jey Uso FaceTimed her son. So very, very nice guy, man. It's very hard to be a Jey Uso hater, in my opinion. Again, because he really is a nice guy. We got John Deller here, who says, where do you feel Jordynne will end up? So, Santi, one of the things that I didn't like in the Rumble was Jordynne being eliminated by Julia, because then I'm like, shit, is she going to be on NXT? Because I thought, okay, we've been there, done that with Jordynne, and it was great, and I loved it. But she is main roster primed. She should be on Raw or SmackDown. I think we need her on Raw or SmackDown. But based off of that Royal Rumble elimination, it made me think, is Jordynne going to be an NXT person?
So I guess I'm going to turn this back on you. Do you still see NXT as not main roster now that they have Evolve? Because now it seems like NXT is now a proper third brand, with Charlotte even shouting them out and potentially going after Julia. I would still prefer that Jordynne Grace go to Raw, because I still have that vision that Raw, SmackDown are above NXT. And you're right, she's obviously main roster ready. But more than anything, Denise, it's not that I think, her in developmental in NXT, that's just not where she belongs. It's just they don't need her. Would they benefit from her? But yeah, sure. But have you seen the NXT roster? Good God, they do not need a Jordynne Grace. That would be a waste of riches. The war chest of NXT would be too much. Jordynne Grace should go to where she's needed more. And in my opinion, that's Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I second that. They don't need her on NXT. They've got plenty of mouths to feed down there. I do think that the main roster is where she should be for sure. Terrence Johnson says the Princess versus the Queen battle for the throne. Thank you, Terrence. We got Kid Cudi here who says, way to go ahead and pick Gunther when you can tell other stories like if Cody starts to see Jey as a threat, he's already losing all his other friends. Y'all got to stop wanting 5-minute filet mignon. Yeah, it's just that I think Cody is prepped for some bigger things. I think those bigger things could be John Cena. It could be CM Punk. That's a little bit more, I would say, of a WrestleMania quality type of match. I just think that's the bigger deal for sure. I don't think it's Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. So for sure, Gunther on that one. Thank you so much, Kid Cudi. We got Phil Amuet here who says WWE knows what they need to do. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber. Randy comes back, cost KO, and that's how we set up KO versus Randy at WrestleMania 41. Question is, what is Sami's path to WrestleMania, if any? I'm still a little confused on what exactly is going to go down with Sami Zayn. He's still sort of a question mark where we're still sort of expecting to maybe see him turn heel. Obviously, they've been really pushing this thing where we just saw it tonight, of course, CM Punk and Sami Zayn in the main event, where CM Punk telling them, like, dude, you're not on my level, and still treating him as such. And CM Punk did defeat him, and then he was attacked by KO afterwards, Sami. So it's like, oh shit. Now we're kind of going back to that. Is that the direction we're going in here now? Is this I don't know. I don't know if that's the direction we're heading into now. But were you surprised at all to see KO attack Sami Zayn after this match?
Yeah, I was. I wasn't expecting him, mostly because he was the one that took the nastiest hits and he didn't miss a day. Cody Rhodes is out. You know, they said he was not going to be here because of injury. So I presumed, you know, if Cody was out, that KO would be out, considering.
I didn't even think about that. You're so right.
Right? So like it never even crossed my mind that Kevin Owens was going to show up. To be fair, he showed up looking haggard. He looked awful, but it did it completely caught me off guard. It was cool. You know, you're asking about what's Sami Zayn's path to WrestleMania at all. Denise, why are you in denial? You already know what it is.
No, it's not. Don't say it. Don't say it, Santi. No,
you know it's Karrion Kross. You know that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, you get ready to learn the lyrics to Karrion's theme, baby.
Why?
Hey, why'd they have Jey Uso win the Rumble? You know, we're still asking questions. They haven't been answered. We'll see. Maybe we'll just let Papa H cook, Denise. Just let Papa H cook.
This is the meal that I don't want, all right? Take it out of the menu. I'm sorry. That does not scream WrestleMania to me. Does that honestly scream WrestleMania to you?
I mean, neither did the Profits or the Hurt Biz. What were they even called? The Pride versus Final Testament last year. That didn't scream Mania. And they got Bubba Ray Dudley and Snoop Dogg in there to make it good.
But that's the tag team stuff. This is Sami freaking Zayn, okay? This guy won tag team gold with his best friend in SoFi Stadium, WrestleMania 39, dream come true. And now you're telling me his big WrestleMania match is going to be against Karrion Kross, who is hardly ever on TV?
I know. I just wanted to say the annoying phrase of let Papa H cook because I despise that phrase so much. But it's the only thing that I see. It's the only thing that I see that makes any sense right now for Sami.
I'm rejecting it. Okay. I'm rejecting it. Okay. No, absolutely not. Oh, it's totally going to happen. It's totally going to happen. Oh, man. Steven Martrulli here. Thank you, Phil. Steven Martrulli says, I think we get CM Punk versus Cody, Cena WrestleMania match. Look, I'm good with CM Punk Cody. I'm good with CM Punk John Cena. I would feel bad because, okay, if we do WrestleMania night 1, Gunther versus Jey Uso, right? WrestleMania night 2, got to have Cody in there. But then at the same time, where do you put Roman? And if it's not CM Punk, does CM Punk not get his WrestleMania main event again?
I don't know why you are so certain that Gunther Jey is main event material. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre wasn't for the World Heavyweight Championship with two bigger names, arguably. in my opinion.
I hope you're right. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I do hope you're right.
Yeah, because like you're right. Roman is still in the picture, and it looks like they're doing Roman Seth. Let's say in a world, it's Roman Seth, no title. It's Punk and Cody for the title, and then it's Jey Gunther for the title. Jey Gunther ain't main eventing any of those nights. Not at all.
No, yeah, you're right on that. Yeah, I guess I'm just going with like, okay, you win the Royal Rumble, you go to the main event.
You think, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I would prefer the other option for sure, because how do you don't put Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns in the second to last match or anything like that on any night. You just don't do that. It would be weird. It would be so weird. But Steven, thank you so much for the super chat. We got Phil here who says, I don't even think it's a coin toss for Charlotte versus Tiffany. Charlotte wins at WrestleMania, holds it till SummerSlam, and a new champ is crowned at SummerSlam when Tiffany wins it back as a full-fledged babyface.
Yeah,
Oh,
he gets it. He gets it. Death taxes Charlotte Flair. He gets it.
You should make a shirt, Santi. That should be your shirt. Death taxes Charlotte Flair wins everything. Oh man, Phil, thank you so much for the super chat. We got an incredibly super kind super chat, by the way, from Soundwave 80s. Thank you so much, man, for your generosity. This is very, very nice of you. Who says, I feel Charlotte shouldn't have won the Royal Rumble. I wanted Nia Jax to eliminate her to save us from the very predictable outcome. How can Triple H allow that to happen when Vince had done the same thing before? So again, look, I didn't hate Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble only because I knew this would lead to Tiffany Stratton. So I was okay. I think at this point, like, I saw the writing on the wall that Charlotte was going to win. I saw the writing on the wall when the reports came out that they were thinking about doing her match with Tiffany. I saw the writing on the wall when she came out at number 27. That told us everything. And then of course with her and Roxanne being the final two, at no point did anybody think Roxanne was going to eliminate Charlotte Flair. It was just a bunch of writings on the wall that Charlotte was definitely winning this. I actually did not like that Nia Jax spot, by the way, where she eliminated a bunch of those
Worst
people.
spot in women's Rumble history.
I hated it.
Worst spot in women's Rumble history. I could write a thesis on how bad that spot was.
It was a lot. It was like, one, it wasn't executed well, but two, they took out a bunch of fun little stories that could have happened in the Rumble matchup itself. And it was just like, no, let's just get rid of all these people
100%.
all at once, right?
So,
it was very lazy, in my opinion.
So what's funny too, if you go back and rewatch it, it's very clear that Raquel Rodriguez falls by herself by accident, and then she takes up Bianca with her. And then the Nia Jax spots happens. But then if you look at the official results, they still counted those eliminations for Nia Jax. Like, it was just like, that was just supposed to be one big thing for Nia Jax. But you're right. It completely eliminated the idea of any little micro feud starting from there, because we see that with the men's, like, for example, Penta with the quick elimination on Ludwig Kaiser, boom, Ludwig Kaiser Penta building into something. But we were robbed of all of that. We got some of those moments, like, for example, Roxanne eliminating Julia, right? That's leading into NXT Vengeance Day there, but they completely robbed us of the ability to get feuds, micro feuds, WrestleMania feuds with names that are going to be in Mania, like Io, like Bianca, like Naomi, were all part of that spot. Trish Stratus was part of that spot. It was nuts.
It was just, yeah, it wasn't good. And I get what they were trying to do, right? They were trying to do the reverse of always having the roster take out the big person out. But I'm like, nah, that should not have trumped.
That did not land.
It did not. It really did not. I think they should have just stuck to, no need to reinvent the wheel on this one. Stuck to what you know, and they should have just eliminated Nia. She could have had that spot. Cool, move on about our date. But thank you so much, Soundwave 80s, for that generous super chat. We got John Taylor here who says, Sammy versus Karrion Kross is a huge no thanks. Give me Gunther versus Karrion Kross casket match main event. Karrion, let's effing go. Rip Denise's soul. Reading this, I'm like, why do you want to see John Taylor? Why do you want to see Gunther versus Karrion Kross? Then you had a casket match, and I was like, all right, I'm kind of a geek for stuff like that, so I will take the casket match. But I thought you were gonna say take the I can't. I'm sorry. I'm out on this one. Yeah, I just got to be won over, and I haven't been won over yet, so whatever. All right, John, thank you so much for the super chat, man. All right, with that being said, I want to get into Seth Rollins, because I'm going to have to start with this statement. I did not like the Seth Rollins promo here tonight. I thought they made Seth Rollins kind of look a little bit silly, because Seth comes out and he's laughing about how CM Punk lost the Royal Rumble. He didn't win. He got eliminated. Ha ha ha. He's not going to get his WrestleMania main event. And Logan Paul eliminates him, right? But then I'm like, yeah, Logan Paul eliminated CM Punk, which was very shocking. But prior to that, CM Punk had eliminated you. What now? You also didn't win the Rumble. You were eliminated by the guy you're making fun of for being eliminated. And then he went on to say, but there are multiple ways to win to the Royal, there are multiple ways to still make it to the main event. So I'm like, okay, so you're pointing out all of these things about CM Punk when in reality, you are in the exact same boat right now as CM Punk. As it stands, they both did not win the Rumble. They were both eliminated. They both do not have a WrestleMania main event, but at least now CM Punk has a spot in the Elimination Chamber. But the point being that I felt they made Seth Rollins, he was talking in circles here and it wasn't connecting. It just wasn't. This was not for me. This was not for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I didn't mind it as much as you. I think for me, the only issue with the promo was that it was pretty directionless when you really go back and analyze it. Like, what did we get out of that promo? Like, we didn't really get any build up towards anything because I still think they're keeping their cards close to their chest. They don't want us to know what the Seth Rollins match is at WrestleMania. That's why he smack talked CM Punk and Roman Reigns, talking about like, I injured Roman Reigns. He's going to be out for a long time. He might even miss WrestleMania. He'll never tell you how injured he is. Neither will Paul Heyman, neither will WWE, but he's out because of me. But then he also badmouth CM Punk. I feel like they're just trying to keep you guessing where the WrestleMania picture is going to take Seth Rollins. Is it going to be against CM Punk? Because we had another one of those moments when when CM Punk was making his entrance where they were about to brawl again. And then, of course, there's the Shield match that everyone wants to see at WrestleMania, Roman versus Seth. There's just things that are up in the... I don't want to see a triple threat match, by the way. I don't want to see a triple threat match when there's nothing on the line, when there isn't the title. I get all three guys wanting to, like, hating each other and whatnot, but, like, make it for a title if that's the case. Because if it's for no title, I don't want you to burn three giant names on one match like that. Anyways,
Yeah.
I digress.
I feel the same way, though.
Yeah, the promo just didn't do anything for me. It didn't do anything for storytelling. It's just like, hey, I might be going for A, I might be going for B. And then the weird kind of like hype up of Sami Zayn was also kind of meh, you know, hyping him up before the Punk match.
But that was, and if anything, that was probably the best part because you knew that Seth Rollins was only hyping him up because he just wants to hurt CM Punk. Like, he was not hyping him up because he believes in Sami Zayn. He was hyping him up because he hates CM Punk more. And that was about it. But I mean, I was just not a fan of this at all. I didn't think this was any good. So I was out on this one. But here's the thing, before we talking about jump into some other topics, I do want to get into something that wasn't on Raw, but was a pretty big story coming out of WrestleMania. Royal Rumble. And that is Drew McIntyre. He's somebody that played a big role in WWE programming last year, a 10-month-long storytelling that he did with CM Punk, 3 matches, the full trilogy, you name it, WWE Match of the Year, him and Punk and Bad Blood Hell in the Cell, all of it. And it was reported that he stormed out, was cursing, left. He was pissed about another wrestler that is still not known. Of course, there's theories as to who it may be, but a wrestler basically going into business for himself in the Royal Rumble. And basically, like, it seems like Drew McIntyre's either spot was the big spot before the elimination was missed, or I'm not really sure what went wrong there, but it really feels like Drew McIntyre's position has been reduced based on the storytelling that we've been seeing. Like, we're sitting here going, well, what's next for Drew McIntyre? What does Drew McIntyre's WrestleMania match look like? We can't really say too much. Of course, he had the elimination that he was eliminated by Damian Priest, but Santi, what did you think when you saw the elimination and then when you heard the report that he had walked out?
I felt that brawl between Punk, Roman, and Seth, it felt like he belonged in there. Like based on like all of the stories that were being told and everything coalescing into the Royal Rumble, especially off the back of what happened there on the go home episode between Drew McIntyre and Paul Heyman, it just sort of felt like that's where he fit, because that's the caliber of superstar that he is now, right? After the amazing 2024 that he had, like those are the names. Like Drew McIntyre is in the same breath of air as Roman, as Seth, as CM Punk now when it comes to the people that fans want to see. And it just sort of felt like his elimination was just so random, so abrupt, so out of nowhere. I don't know what superstar it was that was trying to put themselves over, but even the commentary kind of missed Drew McIntyre's elimination. It was very like, go back and watch it. Like we have Wade Barrett, when Drew McIntyre gets eliminated, is still saying LA Knight's catchphrase. Like there's just no cohesion. It's like the spot was ill-timed. They just felt so weird and so off. I have seen, reports of who Drew McIntyre might be facing at WrestleMania. I feel like it would be a letdown, honestly, if that's the route that they go with. Because again, I see him in the same realm as the Romans of the world. So to not see him in that same ecosystem after the 2024 that he had, it feels off.
I agree, man. I think that Drew McIntyre has done the work. He has truly, like when he signed his brand new contract with WWE, it felt like all of the stars were aligning for him. He had the best promos on the show. He had one of the best stories. And mind you, his opponent was practically out almost nearly every other week, or more than consecutive weeks gone, CM Punk, because of the injury. Yet Drew McIntyre kept the fire burning. And, the work that he did on social media, just the way that he got over, the intrigue that he built up for the fans, I am afraid that Drew McIntyre is not getting the respect that he deserves. And of course, we can't, that's just an assumption on my part based off of what we're seeing right now. But I do agree with you that Drew should be mentioned in the same breath that you mentioned, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, because he did the work to get there and has legitimately, won the fans over in a whole new way. He had already had the fans on his side. People have liked Drew McIntyre for a long time, but with the character shift, it took on a life of its own. It really, really did. So I do hope we get to figure that all out pretty soon for him. But we got JM Malagrito here who says Seth Rollins looking like a Bone Thugs video. You know what I thought? I actually kind of felt that he looked like a gothic cowboy. That's what I was kind of getting.
Ooh, yeah. People said this is the real bisexual Undertaker because the Taker had everything.
yeah, literally. We got Hocus Pocus. Thank you, JM. We got Hocus Pocus here who says Seth versus Cody payback for helping Cody winning the title and hurting his leg. CM Punk versus Cena, built-in chamber, and Roman versus Fatu, Gunther versus Jey. The only reason I don't think they're doing Roman versus Fatu yet. I agree with Santi. It does look like it's going to be Seth Rollins. Cena and Punk, I don't think they could do that if they wanted to, for sure. And of course, we know their history and that would be phenomenal, but I don't think they need to run it back at WrestleMania though. That's the only thing. If they put this on another show, great, but I don't think it has to be WrestleMania for that one. I don't think Seth versus Cody to me is not as interesting. I'd much rather see Cody in there with either Punk or Cena. Thank you so much, Hocus Pocus. Appreciate you. Alrighty, and let me go ahead and get into some of the other topics that we haven't touched on just yet. Oh, this is a good one. So I know obviously we had Penta, the Ludwig Kaiser Royal Rumble bit, but remember we were talking about these commercials that we are seeing on the Netflix feed, and we're like, do these matter? Should we care about these? And we really weren't sure. We kind of got we got our confirmation that we should, because if you recall, Ludwig Kaiser had mentioned and brought up Penta's name in a promo a couple weeks ago. Then the Royal Rumble thing happened, and then this match finally happens here on Raw. So now we got confirmation that these things actually do matter.
Eventually. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even connect those dots. At first, I thought you were talking about the promo between Kaiser and Pete Dunne, but I was like, I thought that was on live TV. I didn't think it was on commercial, but I know the promo you're talking about with Jackie Redmond.
Yes, that one from like a few weeks back already. Maybe it was the second week of Raw, somewhere around there. But no, I love what they did here with this match. I mean, it was just pretty much Penta and Ludwig Kaiser just going about it. Were you a fan of the match? Have you been a fan of what they've been doing with Penta so far?
Huge fan of what they've been doing with Penta. I would say that this was maybe the weakest of the Penta matches that he's had, but it still wasn't bad. I was still like entertained by it. And I liked what they ended up doing. You know, Penta getting his win, still going on this undefeated streak on Monday Night Raw. But then Ludwig Kaiser got his back by attacking Penta in the post-match. So also, Denise, maybe rejoice. Maybe they're actually going to do something with Pete Dunne. How long have we been talking about like, oh my God, get over this stupid, why they call me Butch gimmick? Maybe we're seeing something of substance here down the line for Pete Dunne. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I hope so too, because we did see Pete Dunne go out there and kind of have this before he could really do anything. Ludwig Kaiser got his heat back and attacked Penta right afterwards. So yeah. But another match that we had was New Day versus LWO. To be honest, like I didn't really get too much out of this. Like this was a fine match, but I didn't think there was anything too. I mean, Logan Paul was out there. We are going to see Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio in a qualifiers match for the Elimination Chamber next week. So that kind of felt like it carried a little bit more of the attention than the actual matchup. But I don't know. Did this match do anything for you?
The match, less so than the actual like Logan Paul stuff. The Logan Paul stuff, I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. But even then, it was like to build up hype for an elimination match as opposed to building hype for the Elimination Chamber, which I think is cool, you know, to build storylines around qualifying matches. That's pretty cool. But there's not really too much here either. New Day got a new theme. That's about it. Dragon Lee looked great. It seems like the LWO is dead. They did not come out to LWO, by the way. They came out to Rey Mysterio's theme.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, so and with Zelina now being on SmackDown, they didn't come out with Cruz del Toro or Joaquin Wilde. I think LWO might finally be dead.
Are we happy about this? Is this did we want this?
I'm about to throw a postmortem party. This thing that did nothing for no one.
I mean, for a while, it felt like LWO was really hot. I mean, but they kind of built them up a lot for Backlash Puerto Rico.
They were hot for Backlash Puerto Rico. That's it. That's what they were hot for.
Literally, after that, it kind of just like faded out, and that's it. Like they didn't even put any emphasis into it whatsoever. But ladies and gents, that was WWE Raw here today. Dang. So happy again to be doing this show with you, Santi. A lot of fun to get out here and talk about, Monday Night Raw, especially coming after the Royal Rumble. And we're officially on the road to WrestleMania. So these next couple of weeks are going to be really fun. And I can't wait to see you two at the Toronto Elimination Chamber show. That's going to be very, very fun. I can't wait for that. But before we wrap things up, Santi, of course, please let the people know where they can follow you, support you, and check out all your work.
On all things Santi Zap, pick your platform, pick your poison. Look me up there. I'm most likely there posting wrestling content.
Hell yeah. We got Kid Cudi here who says, well, if y'all won't praise it, then I will. Shout out to the New Day and the new look. Great match from all the performers. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that. Somebody giving it some love.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. Alrighty, everyone. Of course, follow Santi. All of the links are in the description box below. If you're here, please do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Denise Salcedo. I'm 1,100 and something away from hitting 200K. I'm almost there. It's getting ridiculously slow, but I'm almost there. So make sure to click that subscribe button. Check out all of the Royal Rumble content that I posted up. Pressers, interviews, Royal Rumble Superstore tour video, review, you name it. It's up here on the channel. So give it some love. Thank you guys so much. And we'll catch you guys back here on the next Monday Night Review here with Santi and I. Bye, everyone.